Mike's alive. Hello everyone, welcome to Yay's super awesome birthday bash. I'm Yeson. I'm joined by Toby today. How you doing, Toby?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you, Yeson?
Yeah, feeling good. And I'd like to wish a very big happy birthday.
Good one.
I've been thinking about it for the last 5 minutes. Yeah, so today is Yay Flower's birthday. Yay is the organizer of these tournaments, and it's their birthday, and they want to throw a Splatoon tournament to celebrate. How great is that? It's like a birthday present, but one that you give on your birthday instead of receive. Weirdly enough. So yeah, we're going to be watching some Splatoon gameplay today between the teams we've got signed up. There's prize money available. We're going to be seeing a lot of party hats, so we've put our party hats on. Yeah, random modes, random maps. A good time had by all.
We are seeing a lot of pretty good teams actually playing this tournament as well.
Okay, good to know, good to know. Skill level rising up there. Always
We
good
have
to
some
see.
top level NA teams here.
Oh damn.
It's not many EU teams though, unfortunately.
It is a hard time for them. This is really the Australia plus Japan plus NA time zone time slot. So, unfortunate, but hey, lots of cool teams. Digging it. Sounds good. Alright, so we're gonna get into our first game pretty quickly over here. I'm just gonna have a look around now. Let's have a quick look at all the teams that have signed up today while we get this set up and started. Cool. So for the birthday bash, we've got 10 teams for today's tournament, double elimination style. As I mentioned, with random modes. Got Goofy R Hats, Jackpot, Cookies and Cream, Axolotl, Eel Cake Cult, Low Expectations, Rose, Memory, exclamation mark, question mark, Poopy Pirates, and Dance. You said you recognized a bunch of these teams?
Yes, I do actually recognize a lot of them. Jackpot actually won the most recent North American Splatoon Open tournament. That was last weekend, I believe.
Wow, they are firing on all cylinders. We've also seen them in these tournaments before. We know that they are definitely a pretty much guaranteed finalist if they've kept up with their training regime, which I'd be surprised if they hadn't.
Yes, definitely.
Alright, well, we're gonna try to get into our first game here. Just having a look around to see how... Okay, great. I've got a friend code, so I can put that in and we should be able to get into that room. Just give me 1 second to add it. I've also received 2 friend requests, so maybe this'll... Oh, it's already been done for me. I've already received a friend request from the relevant captain. That's excellent. That saves me a lot of time.
Damn, they're ready.
They sure are. They are ready to play and celebrate a birthday. Alright. Some of these team names. I know for sure. I really like Eel Cake Cult. That, you know, very fitting team name for this tournament. They've clearly done their research. Okay, so I have the friend code added. We're going to be spectating Axolotl versus... sorry, I keep saying Axolotl. It's Axalt. But... Or is that just the captain of the team? Hold on.
That is the team name,
Axalt.
I believe.
Okay, yeah, so the team name is Axalt. But it just... I just want to say Axolotl, you know? So it's going to be Axalt versus the Eel Cake Cult first up. Very exciting. We've got the birthday person in chat, so let's get some happy birthdays for Yay in chat.
Happy birthday, Yay!
Yeah, happy birthday! We're gonna celebrate with Splatoon action. I have the password. Do you have the password on your end, Toby?
I will get it. It's
Oh
in the
no,
captain's
voice
chat,
chat's been
yes.
turned on for this lobby. Oh no.
I love it when voice chat's on. Not gonna lie.
What a mistake! My goodness. This is absolutely remixed Monkey Ball music. Very good job, Ye. Good guess. Alright, I'm in the lobby there. I imagine you've got me added, Toby.
Yep, I'm coming.
Great. Cool. And yeah, if you need the password, I can put in admin chat for you.
No, I've got it, don't worry.
Easy! Alright, then we will be getting started as soon as we get everyone into this lobby. Now, I want to keep an eye on the chat. Because we're playing random modes today, the captains will be using a random number generator to generate which which mode they're going to play. The map, obviously, can randomize itself, but yeah, you gotta randomize those modes. And because each of the 6 modes is available, that means we've got a 1 in 3 chance of every game being turf war of some variation. Which is a pretty wild thing to have at a tournament.
That would be awesome.
I mean, we're definitely going to see some today. As for our format, we're starting with best of 3. Once the winner's bracket makes it through a few rounds, they get to move up to best of 5. Loser's bracket is best of 3 the whole way through, and then grand finals is going to be best of 7. So it should be a nice, maybe 2-hour tournament, I'm speculating, depending on how many issues we potentially run into, but... Oh
no. Oh no.
Okay, so early starting problem. We've got Toby being put on the team. That is not correct. We're gonna have to restart the lobby. But that's okay. We kind of anticipated this kind of thing. This just happens from time to time.
I ping them and let them know.
Okay, great. I've just also realized that the stream is black because I've taken the switch out of the dock to join the lobby. So there we go. That's been put back in. Alright, so we're just going to remake the lobby and then we'll be able to start for realsies. Hopefully we can all just ready up and knock out. Nope, people are leaving. Alright.
Yeah, I disconnected. Hopefully you'll close the room.
Well, we'll see which one happens. Okay, looks like KO is being asked for. That's alright. We've got it on stream. We can have a look at some of these players as we get underway. But obviously, this kind of thing's just gonna happen, you know?
Not a tournament without people making mistakes.
Exactly, and everyone knows that lobbies are just hard to handle. Link, hi! Welcome! Welcome to the stream. I haven't streamed on this channel since I think February. So this is a nice big return to favor for me. Obviously I've been running Splatoon Showdown, so that's been keeping me busy. But it's good to be back. Good to be back on the home turf. Toby is absolutely not playing. I believe they yeeted themselves out the lobby, so we won't get to see Toby here, unfortunately. In the meantime, I can take this opportunity to put the team names in. Doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Thank you for messing the lobby up.
Yeah. Okay. I've been looking into maybe getting some kind of overlay manager that will automatically put these team names in without me having to type them into Streamlabs. I'm hoping I find something at some point. Because it'd be good to have something like that. Alright, there we go. We're ready to remake the lobby now and get underway. Good stuff. I need some way to center this text. Off to an amazing start, as always. Would not be a Splatoon tournament without some kind of finagling. Alright, we've got everyone in the lobby now. This is looking good. I'll turn down the music and turn up the gameplay. Awesome stuff. Alright, so we are starting off the big ol' birthday bash. Splatoon Showdown was a wonderful time. And I wouldn't say Oceanic Squid stole me. They just, you know, there was a lot of talk about, like, where would we get more viewership? Because the show obviously works better with a big audience. So do we run it on Oceanic or my channel? And once we figured out all the password stuff, Oceanic just made more sense. So that's why we ran it on there. Nice and simple. But yeah, that's done. So I can relax now. I can just do streams like this. All right, here we go. We have our teams ready to go. Now, do you know anything about either of these two teams specifically by chance? I don't recognize any of the players myself, although I think I've seen Sunshine before, maybe?
These two teams, I don't really know much about them. I know Chronodob and Melody, they have been playing together for many, many years. So those two will have some synergy. I'm just not too sure about the other players. I have heard of a few of them. I don't know much about them as players.
Okay, okay. Well, that's very exciting. We get to scope out some fresh squids and see what they're all about. That's always a good time. Now, we are playing Tower Control Manta Maria. Typical comps on this map get very scrappy, very close range, just because of all the broken sightlines. What are we expecting to see from teams running meta plays here? What kind of weapons are we expecting?
If you're running a meta comp on Manta Maria Tower Control, you would expect a custom Jet Squelcher, definitely. Stingray is super powerful, definitely the most powerful special currently. You would expect probably at least 1 K-shot, some people like to run 2. Missiles super strong, dispersing other players, forcing them to move.
Alright,
Other popular
awesome.
picks would be the NZAP and the Gens 52 Gal.
Sounds good. Something Ye has pointed out in the chat as well is that we have a special rule for today's tournament. Each team has to have at least 1 player wearing a birthday hat. Because obviously, it's birthday. You gotta wear a birthday hat on the birthday. That's just common courtesy. So we should definitely see some birthday hats in this gameplay. Let's have a look. There's a nice little Christmas cone hat on either side. That counts as a birthday hat. It's celebratory. We pay it.
I like this rule.
Yeah. What do we got here in terms of weapons? I mean, it's pretty standard for what we're expecting. We've got the K-shots. Oh, K-shot singular. Sorry, I mistook the K-Luna for a second there for a K-shot. Pretty standard tower control comps. I kind of like what Eel Cake running here. They've got a bit of variation on the typical play. I think it's pretty cool.
They do go 3 down. Rush is trying to get tower. He goes down. They place beacons in mid. The beacons have been destroyed. Looks like they might start a push here. K-shot
Yeah.
building missiles, pressuring top right with their bombs.
It's definitely a good chance for them to push forward here. And they should be able to clear this check. Oh, actually, I was going to say they should be able to clear the checkpoint, but we've got the Pro up on the high ledge, providing some good cover. They've been marked, so they're going to pull back a bit, but they should be able to get some splats here. Oh, amazing work. Void with the clean double. That is going to allow their team to reset that tower and potentially make a push of their own. Okay, we've got a bit of a neutral game at the moment. Specials being traded either side just to kind of slow down the momentum. And because of that, we're seeing a big spread on Eel Cake Cult here. They're just trying to establish a lot of defensive positions and get some early splats before they make a push of their own.
Yes, Eel Cake Cult does use 3 specials here to try and take back mid, but it looks like they get an even trade out of it.
Yeah, even trade means that no progress on the tower is going to be made. We're almost 2 minutes into this game now, and only a quarter of a checkpoint has been cleared. It's looking like it's going to be a close match.
Yes, I do believe these teams are quite even in skill. They both go 2 down. There's one going bunker right now.
Taken
go
out
down.
as well. Yeah, just splats going back and forth. If you look at the splat assist numbers along the top of your screen there, you'll notice they're pretty similar. And because of that, we're not seeing any team establishing a secure advantage. Okay, this is looking like something. The Tenta missiles are going to push the rider off the tower temporarily. But with the player advantage that they have now, I believe first checkpoint is cleared. And we're going to see
yes, all the
a
specials
little bit
are
more
coming out.
momentum.
Oh, they do go all down though.
Yeah, couldn't quite slow this one down. They're going to be reaching the second checkpoint now for sure. It's going
This
to come
could be
down
a
to...
huge push.
Absolutely. How well can they lock out the opposing team here? They're getting nice and aggressive. Love to see the Tri-Slosher jumping over that wall and getting absolutely buck wild with it. That is another checkpoint cleared, and they're going for 3.
They've gone down again. They're all down again.
I mean, this is such a strong showing here. They just got a good bit of momentum going, and then they kept pushing their luck, and it's working wonderfully for them.
The Splash does have Bomb Rush ready. They can use it to get even more kills and turf here.
Alright, we are seeing Axalt. They are losing some players, but look at this play here, just diving around the central mast. They are doing a great job keeping up and getting the picks they need. That's a knockout. And our first point is decided.
Yes, they just needed those 2 wipes, and they were pretty much good there.
Yeah, alright.
Good use of specials.
Very good use indeed. I mean, yeah, we did see that momentum rolling quite well there. So that is going to be a point on the board for Axalt, I believe. And we will continue through. So it's going to be best of 3. So 1 more point for Axalt will push them through to the next round. That being said, I mean, Eelcake Cult only need 2. They're going to randomize the mode again, and then randomize that map. And it looks like we're getting a Splatfest Turf War for our next game.
Yes, I'm excited for this one.
Definitely not something you see a lot in a competitive setting, but I'm very excited to see it today.
I'm very glad to see it in competitive.
It really deserves to be here. Like, it's a lot of useful skills to have, so... I mean, you know, it's as competitive as any other mode. You gotta just play for the whole 3 minutes. You can't go home early if you're too good.
And you can't die in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, that is a big tipping point, the last 30 seconds. You really don't want to lose out on your turf control, because those last 30 seconds, a lot of people say very pivotal in Splatoon Turf War.
Yes, they definitely are.
I will say as well, yeah, with depending on which specials our players pick here as well, if you've got some turfing specials and you are losing the match, you do get that boosted special recovery. So you've really got to make sure that you don't get swept at the last minute. You got to play it nice and safe if you're in the lead. Don't get splattered.
Yes, after last game, I'm expecting to see another K-Shot Neo Splash come out from Axalt. They're very dominant weapons on Turf War. Missiles, super strong, suction bomb. You can lock someone out from an area with it. Bomb rush, take a massive area.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Alright, well, we don't have to wait long now to see what our players are choosing. We've got nice orange and purple colours for this Turf War on Wahoo World, which means we're probably going to see a lot of fights on the carousel. Players getting sneaky with it, trying to just capture that bit of turf, maybe get a flank in. Oh, this place looks great at night as well.
Absolutely.
Alright, unsurprisingly, seeing a lot of changes to shooter-style weapons on Eelcake. It's Turf War, you gotta be able to cover ground and adapt quickly to your opponent. And that's what shooters are good at doing, is adapting.
We do see a Blobber. That's definitely a strong pick on Wahoo World. There's many positions you can take to take massive advantage of the Blob's main weapon and special.
That makes a lot of sense. And yeah, that central area especially really amplifies the bounces of those blobs.
Yes, and if you are locked out, you can go to the top left area on your side of the map, and you can just shoot everyone in mid from there.
Amazing. Alright, well, early lead looks to be in Eelcake. Splats are pretty back and forth, but the sheer turfing power that Eelcake have brought to this map have meant that they've been able to secure a bit of an early control lead.
Eelcake do use 2 specials there.
Oh!
Looks like they go 3 down. They didn't get any kills with those specials, unfortunately.
No, Axalt landing an amazing Booyah Bomb and then pushing in with the pressure. They found the last remaining member of Eelcake and taken them down as well. And just like that, we have danger for Eelcake as Axalt pull the trigger on their specials and really make Eelcake suffer for it.
Yes, Eelcake, they do not have any Tenta missiles, so getting back in, they would have to rely on their ink armor and their ink jet.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, especially because it looks like Axalt's very mobile in how they're playing this map. They're not going to be standing still, they're not going to be easy to pick off with an ink jet.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we're seeing a very effective lockout here. We've got Spets at the back line, just grabbing all the turf while the rest of the team focuses on combat up the front. And I mean, what a great job for an Aerospray. They are nailing their role here. Oh, we got the Booyah up as well. That should be able to shut someone out. Okay, not quite. It looks like Eel Cake in the last minute are getting back out of their spawn. They've got all the specials rolling and 2 down on Axalt. This is exactly what we were talking about. You really got to avoid this situation because there is such the potential for a comeback here. There's no score timer. It's just the map.
Yes, there's 40 seconds remaining. This is pivotal. They have to stay alive here. They have to get kills.
Ultra Stamp comes out. If that can find a pick, that's going to be wonderful for their team. And it almost does. They're so close. They do. They get the pick. That's 2 down on Axalt, and Eel Cake are coming back with the passion. Amazing.
But the Blob Lobber is on their side of the map. They do have a chance to keep the lead here.
Absolutely. Axalt need to keep that Blob Lobber alive because that Blob Lobber is the key for them keeping their turf control. It is going to be close as we get into the final 10 seconds. We have 2 go down on Eel Cake.
Axalt are getting picks. They do have a very good chance of coming back here.
Yeah, oh, it's going to be close. I'm slightly in favor of Axalt here, but let's see what the Judds say.
Oh, those Tenta missiles at the end probably saved it.
Yeah, okay. Axalt taking the second round. They're going to be moving on in this tournament. Eel Cake going to be dropping down to losers bracket. Alright, just like that. I mean, we had some good back and forth there. Those teams definitely showing they are evenly matched to a degree. I'd be keen to see them play again. Alright, we have a few other results coming in now as well. Let's jump over to the standings and have a look. Now, unsurprisingly, Jackpot have taken a 2-0 against Goofy Arhats. And as we just saw, Axalt taking the 2-0 against Eel Cake Cult. Unfortunately, the 2-0 does not show how close it was. But Axalt probably dreading their upcoming match with Jackpot, assuming Cookies and Cream aren't able to stop them first. So that's going to be
definitely
quite tense. Alright, well, I think our next match is probably going to be Game 6 here. Low Expectations versus either Rose or Memory. Because
yes, Rose and Memory are both somewhat high-level teams. Rose is full of pretty much top North American players. And Memory is high, mid, like very, very high mid-level, +2 level, if anyone knows what that means, players.
We have seen Memory in some of these tournaments before as well, and they do tend to perform quite well. So we'll see how that pans out today. Alright. Well, first set down. I'm feeling very excited about this format. Lots of fun here. And we got lots of party hats, which is always important. Got to be wearing those party hats.
Yes, love the party hats.
Alright, so we're probably going to need a cool... I'm going to guess 3 minutes before our next match is ready to go. So I'm going to pump some tunes for everyone here while we wait. We will be right back. Okay, we are back. We have our matchup right now. We are going to be watching, I believe Rose is the team that made it through. Rose versus Low Expectations. So we'll be jumping in with them very shortly. Welcome back, Toby.
Hello. So we will be watching Rose versus Low Expectations, yes?
Yes, that is correct. Alright, I've been given... Nope, that's a different friend code. Okay. Cool. So the players are at least aware of what's going on.
Yep, I can join them.
Oh,
by the way.
excellent.
You can join through me.
Perfect, that sounds great. I will do just that. I just realized I'm still in the old room, so I'm gonna bail out of that. Memory are gonna be facing off against Eel Cake Cult. They could not catch a break today.
Oh my god.
That is unfortunate. Can't help it, unfortunately. When you've got players of this caliber, a double elimination is not going to do you good service when you just get unlucky sometimes. That's just how it be. Alright, great. Cool. So, yeah, we'll be able to jump into that room very shortly for our next round. A quick update on the standings as well, just in case you were curious. We do have a few more results coming in. So, we've got Rose taking the 2-0 against Memory, and we have Dance taking a 2-1 against the Poopy Pirates. A close scoreline there. So, Dance are going to be moving through to our winners semi. Well done to them.
Damn, already.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 10-team tournament, so if you get the bye first round, you only have to win 3 games to make it to grand final. It's pretty convenient.
Oh, wow. Well, Dance is a top team, to be fair. They do have many high-level players.
Right. Makes sense, makes sense. Alright, I'm just going to turn down the music there, because this song has lyrics in it, and they get in the way. Alright, awesome. Cool. So, we will just wait on that lobby, and then we will be able to bring you our next set. Very exciting stuff.
I'm joining the lobby.
Awesome. Alright, I'm gonna... Okay, I've got the password. Lovely! We're gonna be able to get underway in hopefully 2 minutes or less. That's what you like to see. Alright, I'm in. Switch goes back in the dock. I can't believe I never thought about this before. I'm always like, oh, I've got to hide the password screen on the stream. I can just pull the switch out the dock, type it in, and put it back into the dock. It's so easy.
I have a Ethernet cable, so I cannot do that.
Ah, I see. That makes sense.
I usually just get something for the overlay.
Yeah, actually, now that I think about that as well, that could potentially screw up some capture cards. Having like no video source all of a sudden could definitely cause a problem.
Yeah.
Alright, well, either way, got our teams ready to go here. Just realizing that our Alpha and Bravo teams are probably swapped, so I'm just going to quickly swap those over. Makes sense that the host would put themselves as the Alpha team. Now, how are you feeling about Low Expectations?
I do recognize a name. I know I've seen it somewhere. I don't really know about any of the players and what they play.
Okay.
But I do know Rose. They've been a team for quite a long time. They've always been at the high level of the North American scene.
Alright, well, I did set you up for a pretty good joke, but we'll leave it there. Best of luck to Low Expectations going up against Rose for sure. But random mode, random map can put a twist on things for sure.
Yes, definitely.
And we're only playing best of 3. They've only got to win 2 rounds here to make it through.
Yes, especially if it's turf war. Anyone can win in turf war. All you need is 4 kills in the last 20 seconds and you've won.
100%.
Doesn't matter the skill difference.
I wonder if it's theoretically possible to have so much map control on a very big map that 4 splats 30 seconds left doesn't win you the game.
It definitely is possible, but it depends how you take advantage of it, really.
Yeah, realistically, it probably doesn't happen, so not really worth thinking about in the long run.
Yes, exactly.
Alright, so they are rolling the game now. Let's see what we roll. Jackpot is not who we're watching. Just waiting for the roll from one of our team captains, but I guess we're also waiting on Low Expectations to join the lobby. They are not here yet.
Yeah.
But they are on their way. They have said they are on their way in chat, so they are on their way. I guess I'll put the music back on for a bit, just while we're cruising here. Yeah, I mean, if you were in this tournament, which modes would you be hoping to roll here? Would you be hoping to roll ones you're comfortable with, or would you be hoping modes that your opponent might not be ready for?
It really depends. If I think my opponent is much higher level than me, has a better chance of winning, I'd honestly I'd like to roll Turf War because you definitely do have the best chance. It lasts 3 minutes every single time. You can't knock out or anything.
So you're always still in it with a chance. That makes sense.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I mean, I've been up against some pretty strong teams in Turf War, and if they've got a good lockout strategy, there is not a lot you can do.
Yes, you're definitely right. But still, I do believe it is the best chance you have.
Makes sense, makes sense. Do you think anyone is excited for Clan Blitz?
There are some people who like it, but honestly, honestly, I don't think people want to play it.
Yeah, it definitely takes that extra level of coordination. It's not just about objective and splats. You also have to be juggling resources and managing like more positions, and you get marked when you go into score. Like, there are so many strategies that aren't conducive with those restrictions, so people do have a harder time for sure. Immediate red flag for Clan Blitz in chat. I mean, understandable. No one's gonna blame you for that. I wonder... So Clan Blitz came out like a good... What was it? 3 months into Splatoon 2?
I think it was middle 2018 or start 2018.
Oh, so it was like more a year.
Yeah, around 6 months.
Wow. Okay. In that case, do you think all 4 of these modes are going to be in Splatoon 3 on launch?
On launch, I'm not too sure about Clan Blitz because official Nintendo tournaments have actually been removing Clan Blitz from them.
Wow. That's interesting. I wonder why that is.
But Turf War, it's
outcry, I
guaranteed.
guess.
That was in the trailer.
Yeah. I mean, Turf War, obviously.
Splat Zones is Splat Zones. Japan loves it. Nintendo always runs it in their tournaments. Never not ran it.
Yeah.
It'll definitely be back.
I'd be very surprised if our 3 base modes weren't there on launch.
Yeah, definitely, me too.
And it does also open up the opportunity for a 5th ranked mode.
Yeah, so I'm really hoping there's something new.
Oh, very exciting. I'm just geeking out with EA in chat about Monkey Ball games. I mean, Super Monkey Ball is such a great franchise. I've played most of them, and while I'm not amazing at it, like, I'm not doing the expert levels or anything like that, it's just such a fun little, like, package of games.
Yeah, I got the one that was on the Switch. That was the first one I ever played, and I completed it. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, favorite one. Oh, that's tough. I think Banana Blitz was my favorite. It's the first Wii one. That was a good time. Alright, we have our teams ready to go. We're playing Tower Control Anchovy Games. How are we feeling about this map mode?
I think we'll see some pretty standard comps coming out here from Rose. Redrum, he likes to play his backlines, and Bamboo and Jet Squelcher, Stalk, Slayers, Ellis, support weapons, and Zap Jr. And Kai likes his buckets, so he'll probably be on Soda Slosher, or Sloshing Machine, or Tri-Slosher here.
Yeah, lots of good sloshing options for this map mode.
Yes, there's many ledges. Sloshers are super powerful here.
Alright, we've got Bamboo and Soda Slosher coming out here on Team Rose. A full quad shooter comp on low expectations. That reeks of a team that hasn't had a lot of time to practice together, so they're going with like something safe that's pretty easy to coordinate.
Yes, they do have 2 missiles and 3 suction bombs on tower control. It is definitely strong. You can stop tower with suction bombs quite easily.
Alright.
Both
Yeah.
armors have come out already.
Oh, but 3 members on low expectations going down. Rose
Yes.
are going to be pushing the advantage here for sure.
Rose are being super aggressive here. I do believe they want to have a quick match.
Well, it seems like they're going to get their way at this rate. We don't have a single splat on low expectations yet. I don't want to talk about self-fulfilling prophecy at this moment, but it's definitely hitting home how good a team Rose is in this situation.
Yes, Rose is definitely dominating here.
Oh my goodness, look at Stick up on the front line here, just absolutely shredding through the competition with some burst bomb assists from the team. That is a complete wipe as the second checkpoint is cleared and the lockout begins. Redrum also on the front line here with the Bamboo, just sneaking those pot shots over the ledge. My goodness, what an exceptional set of players. This feels a little unfair. Alright, well that is a complete 100-0 wipe. Rose are going to be taking out that first round. And
Yep, extremely dominant performance.
in the face of this, what do you do if you're low expectations? How do you get around this?
I guess, to be honest, you just hope you get turf war and pray for the kills in the last 30 seconds.
Okay, well, let's pray for turf
Play
war.
super passive until the last 30 seconds.
Makes sense. Alright, well, the mode is being rolled now. There's the roll. We've got a 2, a 2, and a 6, which means I believe that's Splatfest Turf War? Yes,
Oh.
it is. The 2 was disregarded because we already had tower control. We're not repeating modes in any of these sets. Okay, now I'm pretty sure we were meant to remove Anchovy from the map list, but if the players want to go with this, we certainly can. We're playing Turf War on Anchovy. This is a weird little factor. I mean, this is how randomness is. It's been rolling 2s and 6s for so many of these matches. The majority of matches are getting Turf War and Tower Control. Which is pretty great. That is true randomness. That's how that works. That's how you know it's working correctly.
I really like how random it is.
It's pretty
You've done an exceptional job. Oh,
yeah, you're doing a great job in choosing a random bot. You love to see it. It does make me want to get into coding for Discord bots to see what is involved, because there's some pretty cool things you can do. Also, yeah, what are the odds that we got that map again? Absolutely.
Yep. It was Turf War Splatfest 2, so 1 in 40 something, I think.
Yeah, insane. I mean, at the end of the day, that's randomness. We are experiencing peak random right now. All right. So we're just going to be remaking the lobby here. Won't be too long. Sky Switch name. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Alright, I'm back in the lobby.
Alright, I'll be back in very shortly then. And that's the thing, right? Amazing feats of probability seem impossible, but they are statistically gonna happen.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, love some maths. Alright, room has been remade. I believe I'm back in now as well.
Yep, just waiting on you.
So we are definitely going to be playing Turf. That is guaranteed. The question is which map we're going to get. It is also Splatfest Turf, so we could see any of the shifty stations here. There are some pretty good shifty stations that we could get. What's your favorite shifty station map off the top of your head? You don't have to know the name, but like the gimmick.
The bouncy twins. I love the
Bouncy
bounce
twins.
pads.
Oh wow, amazing. I guess it makes sense for someone with your roles. You'd be pretty happy to have that extra mobility.
Yeah, I like because with more slower weapons on the bouncy twins, you can have extra range and how do I explain this? Oh my god.
You can get a height advantage very quickly.
Yes, and especially with the dynamo roller, it's super powerful on the bounce pads.
That's awesome. And yeah, I guess you'd be really able to dominate the middle of the map just by bouncing up and getting one good swing in.
Yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah.
We
All
do
right,
see
well, we are
two
playing...
longer range weapons.
Ooh, yeah, for Windmill House on the Prairie. Now, this map does have some obscured sightlines, but it is a mostly open map, so long range does make sense here. We're seeing
Yes, definitely.
a lot of people just aiming high and painting early on to try and get those early game specials in. Yeah, we see missiles and booyahs going out. And looks like early on, Rose again with the splat advantage. They're just hitting hard. That's a complete wipe.
Yes, it's flanking around the windmills here on this map is super strong. Able to get some crucial picks by flanking.
And there are so many little nooks and crannies you can hide yourself in here.
Yeah, definitely.
So there is definitely the ability for Low Expectations to hold out and get these splats, and they are getting them right now. They have 2 down on Rose, so this is not going to be a complete wash. We are going to see some effort here. We're getting the booyahs coming out as well from Low Expectations. You love that camaraderie. Let's all wish them the best as they go into this uphill battle.
Yes, but the problem with them going 2 down there was both of the long-range weapons were still up, so they were able to hold mid.
That's true, that is very true. Alright, it flips back again to Rose with the dominant position. It's a big map, and it is very lavender right now. Very lavender indeed. We also have someone getting splattered at the spawn location. They might have walked into someone else's missiles? Don't know exactly how that happened. Could have been a well-placed bomb.
The heavy splatling is in their spawn, it looks like.
Oh my goodness, that's devastating. Well, they've got a minute to try and think their way out of this. They could even just stand on spawn and build special and hope for the best.
Yeah, and playing this aggressive with a minute left is very risky.
Yeah. Risky, but we'll see. I mean, they've got the ink armor to back it up. Specials flying out from Rose here. They might lose momentum at the critical point, but they might be just confident enough that they don't need those specials last minute. Tenta Missile's going to be coming out here now from Low Expectations. As well as a Booyah Bomb. Oh, they find a sneaky sharking heavy, but the heavy is supported by the bamboo. And that is 4 down on Low Expectations in the last 30 seconds. Well, we know why that happens. We know what happens now.
Yep. They've just been locked out the whole match, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was a good effort. We saw some potential there from Low Expectations. They'll be able to live on in loser's bracket and hopefully get a more even match. And it's going to be Rose moving on. And, oh my goodness, chat. I just saw what's going on here. Link is being a bit of a jokester. Alright, we're going to move on from that. That is Rose taking the 2-0. They're going to move on. We'll jump over the standings to see how everyone else is doing. My goodness. Okay, having a look at what we've got here. We have Cookies and Cream able to take a point off of Jackpot before losing in the 2-1. We have no other new scores. Oh wait, no, hang on. Losers bracket, we have Memory taking the 2-0 against Eel Cake. It's unfortunate, but we kind of saw that one coming. That is how that tends to be, sadly enough. So I think we're going to move on now. We might be seeing Dance versus Rose.
Oh, that is a very good matchup to spectate.
Alright, we'll try and jump in on that one. Sounds good to me. Alright.
Both teams are definitely very equal on skill levels.
Oh, alright then. Let's try and get that one rolling. Alright, well yeah, we're a good ways into our tournament now. Suspect we've got an hour and a half left to go of this excellent Splatoon action. We're going to see some really high power games coming up soon, so don't go anywhere. Alright. We are indeed going to be streaming Rose and Dance for the next set. So
this will be a good one.
I'm excited. We've definitely seen what Rose can do. It'll be nice to see them opposed by someone of an equal skill level and see how they adapt to that situation.
Yes, and I believe is it best of 5 now?
Let me just double check how the bracket works. We are through to round 3, which means that yes, this is now best of 5. So our teams are now having to score an extra point to move through to the grand final. Or winners final, rather. Winners final, then grand final. So yes, best of 5 from this point out until we go down to losers bracket, which point we'll drop back to best of 3. If it sounds confusing, don't worry, we'll keep you on top of it as we move along through the tournament. No sweat.
Yep, I can just join them again.
Okay, great. Alright, I will keep an eye on that lobby then. It's good to have a well-connected Splatoon player on the commentary desk today.
Yep, I'm just more here for the analysis, really. I've actually never commentated before.
You're doing a wonderful job and definitely helping me out with this team info and analysis. I like to think I'm entertaining, but I don't know this game as well as you do, so it's good to have you here.
Yeah, you're definitely doing an amazing job.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay. Excellent. All right, we are probably 2 minutes away from this winners semi set. We have been promised some high skill gameplay, and by goodness, we are going to get some. If you are watching along and thinking, man, I wish I could have been part of this tournament, these tournaments are open for anyone to sign up for. All you got to do is keep an eye out for either the VDS and CDS Appreciation Discord server or the Lobster Crossfire Twitter account. That is where these events are announced. You can sign up and get into these amazing games. You might get featured on stream, you might get to play against some star players, and you might even get some prize money if you place well enough. It's always a good time here on the VDS CDS server, so we recommend you come by and just say hi. Just say happy birthday to Ye.
Yes, everyone say happy birthday to Gay.
Yep, we're going to be doing this every hour, so Alright. One thing I did forget to check for in the last game was the birthday hats. I completely forgot to check for birthday hats.
I can check that for you. I'll just get splatting it up.
I mean, I don't doubt that both of our teams had them, but like, how many, you know?
Yeah, that is true.
Alright. So, we are in the lobby. We're just waiting for everyone else to get in before we get started. Shouldn't be too long until we're ready for our next set. Let's have a look. Alright, so from my understanding, Dance are currently in the lobby, so they're probably going to be our alpha team. And yes, we are getting some of the members of Rose in now. So we will be underway very shortly. Exciting stuff.
Yes, this will be a good match to watch. Definitely, you will definitely learn some things from watching also.
Ooh, okay. That sounds very exciting. Keen for that.
Link Dance is Chara, Nishi, Kiwi, and Storm Hero.
I'll be able to put them up on stream now. If we switch over to our gameplay tab, you'll see we've got all but one of our players in. Oh, I recognize Chara. We've seen Chara do a lot of stuff in these tournaments before.
Yep, Chara is definitely one of the most famous people in NA Splatoon.
Yeah, wow, alright. We are in for a treat today. Now, why does it keep moving around like that? I'll figure out a solution for this eventually. There's probably some kind of add-on. Alright, just waiting on, I believe, one more player, and we will be ready to get started. And I believe we've rolled Clam Blitz first. Oof.
Okay.
Alright. That's certainly a way to start things off. Clam Blitz on a random map. Do we know what the current meta is for Clam Blitz? How people are playing it in high level? Or is it just not being played in high level enough to know what the current play is?
No, it is being played in high level. In Clam Blitz, you definitely will be seeing maybe even double missiles, possibly the vanilla Jet Squelcher. I know
yeah.
Chara, he likes to play his range blaster, he likes playing Dynamo. Nishi, she's a H3 player, or she might be on NZAP too, she likes support. Kiwi's a Bamboo, he might be flexing to the Jet Squelcher though. And Storm Hero, he's a dualies player, custom dualies Squelchers usually. And we will definitely be seeing a similar comp from last set with Rose.
Alright, CDS, that's very exciting. We are going to be playing on Mako Mart, so we're going to be seeing a lot of fast, close engagements on this map. Also, quite a lot of people playing around stacks, so keep an eye out on those. There are going to be players surfing over those pretty much constantly throughout the course of this match, because controlling those stacks really controls the baskets. I mean, having that approach clear is so important to getting clams in. So I imagine we'll see a lot of that.
Yes, definitely. And if the other team can go 3 down, holding the top left area is super important.
Alright. Well, we are only 38 seconds away. There is one player. There we go. We're already locked in. These players are ready to go. This is going to be a best of 5 set between Dance and Rose. Winner goes through to the winners final. High stakes here. High stakes.
Yes, very.
Alright, keep an eye out for those birthday hats. We've got one birthday hat there, one birthday hat there. Alright, our teams are ready to roll, ready to party. Oh, look at all that main power up on those bamboos.
Oh yeah. Pretty rare to see bamboos without MP nowadays.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Alright.
so Rose does have double armor, and Dance does have double missiles. So they'll be. It looks like they'll be pushing very differently from each other here.
Makes sense, makes sense. Well, we have 3 members down already. And a initial dunk. A lot of clams waiting under the basket as well for Rose. They are in a good position early on here. And I really love seeing the bamboo here, providing somewhere to stand for their clam thrower. Just occasionally tap-shotting in that direction to make sure they can keep throwing those clams in.
Yes,
Very
a lot
good
of teamwork here from Rose.
That is, yeah, not a strategy I'm super familiar with. 1 minute down, already at 59 remaining for Rose. Dance going to try and answer here, but Prokara having a hard time with that range blaster in close quarters. They are gonna have to find a different angle. Their opponent is very aggressive right now. You do like to see a full aggro team every now and again, and Rose are that team for today. I mean, look at the ranges on the weapons they're sporting here. 2 very close range weapons, 1 tap shot support from distance, and a slosh to cap it all off. It's going to be very hard to take these fights up close.
Very glad we're not seeing just a bunch of special spam like we usually see in zones here.
Yeah, Clam's a little different on that regard. Teams really need to be saving their specials for when they're trying to get those clams in. 2 sets of missiles coming out at the same time from Dance. Not finding any picks, not even finding... Oh, well, they do get 1 down on the opposing team. There goes another. They're starting
This
their
looks
roll.
like it could be a big push here. They go 2 down. They've used armor.
But they've only got 12 clams to their name. They could pick up the pity clam, but it's going to be hard for them to get it to the basket in time. This looks difficult. Yeah, they're taking it nice and slow.
They do have 2 people pushed up. They do use another set of missiles. If they can get some picks here, they will be able to score.
Oh, the burst bomb missile combo almost takes out a power clam. They are able to get the dunk in, but I don't think they have the turf to get any more clams on top of that. Looks like their push is going to come a little short here. Rose ready for the counterattack already.
Yeah, Rose has already pushed up when they scored. But they do have respawns on Dance, so it will be difficult to score here without specials.
Yeah, we've got 2 members of Dance watching that left side, as you mentioned. A nice safe place to watch that approach without having to commit too hard to a defense. It's kind of back and forth here. We have 2 going down on Dance, so Rose should have a chance to score here. Suction Bomb at the feet just to make sure no one melees them as they get in, and that is another dunk.
They do use missiles and armor. This could be a massive push, even a KO maybe.
So many clams pouring in, but they don't have quite enough for a KO yet. And losing some fights on the alley there means that that is probably going to be the end of that one. But an amazing score nonetheless. 1:30 left to go, and quite the score differential.
Yep, they've gone 3 down though. The Bamboo's going to have to definitely hold top left here if they want to avoid possibly getting knocked out.
Ooh, a lovely pass of the power clam there between players as the Tentamissiles come out.
Dance has 32 clams. This will be absolutely dangerous if they go down here.
Alright, Inkjet comes out, they do get a pick. There's another pick as well. If these clams come in, this could be devastating.
3 power clams. He's holding top right.
3 power clams. They just need a few extra and they have some. Oh, that's the lead! Incredible!
They've got the lead, they're 3 down.
The exact number of clams needed and a bonus 1 to boot. They have lost a lot of players and there's not much of a penalty protecting them, but they've kept themselves in the match for sure. They just need to hold out for 40 seconds. Alright, we do have enough clams on Rose here to get the lead and potentially a knockout. They just need to create that opening.
Came out from Rose here, and missiles. This could be a dangerous push here.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. They've just spent all their specials, but I don't think it's bought them as much space as they were hoping for. No, it hasn't. They've lost a power clam. Second one does go in, but there's only 2 players left.
Oh, Ellis.
They pick up the second!
They've done it.
Amazing! An amazing adaptation play. They lost the player carrying their other power clam, but they were able to get both of them in anyway. Excellent work. Rose are going to take that first round. What a nail biter to start off with. Okay, so based on the matchups we saw there, are you expecting any weapon changes from these teams? Are they going to be sticking to their guns literally and figuratively? How are you feeling about this matchup?
Honestly, I think it really depends on the map mode here.
Alright, well we are rolling our random mode right now. What are we going to get? It's a 2, that's another tower control. We're going to see another tower control. This die just really loves rolling 2s today. Alright, so with tower control on Snapper, alright. I mean, we've definitely seen that Dance have a very good tower control comp. Like, they have players that can really make tower control work. Do you think...
Yeah, definitely. Range blaster on tower control. Always, it's not a bad option. Definitely.
Yeah, alright.
I believe Dance's comp will stay the same here. Maybe 1 switch up. Could see a switch from K-Shot, I mean, from T-Tech to CDS, sorry. And with Rose's comp, possibly a custom Jet Squelcher could come out from Red Rum.
Yeah, I could definitely see a custom jet working here. It's a very popular map for it. Got a lot of those open lines that you can really make use of the main weapon.
Yes, and Kai, he might go back on Soda Slosher. Burst from Rush can pressure a lot of places.
Yeah, alright. Well, our teams are all but locked in and ready to go for round 2. Now, this is a best of 5 set, so we're not on match point just yet. Rose still have to take out 2 games to take this set home, and I imagine Dance are going to make him work for it.
Yes, definitely.
Alright, birthday hat on the left. Birthday hat on Ellis. We are ready to go. Yeah, we've got the Nozzle Nose D coming out here. A bit of a surprise pick, but I mean, if it works for him.
Yes, Ninja is very strong in this map too.
Yeah, I'm
and we're seeing a Missile
skeptical,
Slosher
we'll
here.
Missile Slosher. Oh yeah, very interesting. Don't see that one get a lot of play, but I suppose for tower control, you could make that work pretty well.
Yeah, definitely. Missiles and Suction Bomb on tower. Super strong kit.
Okay, first checkpoint's looking like it'll be an easy clear here.
They do use armor and missiles though, force them off tower. They are painting up mid here.
Not able to get it before the checkpoint was cleared, but that does buy them a bit of time to establish some map control again. And Dancer's still pushing. Dancer's still riding the tower.
Yeah, it looks like Chara picked off 2 people on the far right side there.
Amazing work. Just using that K-shot to its fullest potential, and love seeing all the dancing on the tower here, just to try and keep themselves alive. They managed to clear the checkpoint just before the Suction Bomb pushes them away. They're in a very strong position right now.
Yeah, that checkpoint is huge too. You have to sit there for so long and it's in such a bad spot.
Alright, well with only 1 checkpoint left to clear, Rose are definitely going to be lighting a fire under themselves here as they motivate themselves forward into this match. Suction bombs are coming in handy in stalling out the tower, but they're just not landing the picks they need from the range that they're playing at. They might need to get a little bit closer, as risky as that is.
Yes, definitely. They do get 2 picks here though. This could be a good opportunity. He brings out missiles.
Alright, that is a good sign for sure. We have armor ready to defend on Dance, so they might not be able to clear the checkpoint straight away, but it is one of the easier checkpoints to clear. Okay, never mind, that is a complete wipe.
They've been wiped.
Complete wipe. The armor coming in clutch there. And that is going to allow Dance to get right back on the offensive. They have lost someone from a bit of an overextension, but at the very least they're halfway through this game and their opponent is barely on the board at all. Pretty comfortable position for them to be in. Tenta missiles coming out there from the back line. Courage is doing whatever they can to really prod and poke the enemy's offensive line from all angles.
Yeah, the Splash-O-Matic does take down 2.
Yeah, only
Can he
one
find
left.
the last?
I think they found them. They are buried in the back of the map here. That is going to be the clear on this checkpoint, but as we've said, the next one is really the key.
Yeah, the K-Shot is building missiles though, so this may be problematic for Rose.
Yeah, missiles come out. They do have the armor, which is going to keep them up, but they're going to be very careful they don't get knocked into the water by that recoil. And that is going to cost them a bit of their positioning. You see missiles in return, but no picks means that this is going to be a dangerous tower push. They're probably going to let this one go for now and just try and focus on splats more than points.
Yes, if Rose wants to win here, they will have to start playing very aggressively quite soon.
Alright, well we do see the armor coming out.
They do bring out specials, missiles, and armor.
Yeah, 2 on the checkpoint to start with as well. It looks like they're going to be able to clear it.
Yeah, they may be able to get lead here.
Yeah,
Ellis
missiles
stay alive.
force them off, but not for very long. They
Ellis
do
does get
clear
the
it.
checkpoint. They've got lead.
Amazing work, and like you can tell they knew what they had to do to make that happen.
Yes,
Dance
definitely.
now on the back foot, definitively. Only a minute to go, and they have to reach the other checkpoint. That's going to be quite the journey for them. So they really need to get some picks right now.
Yes, on that push there, Rose had Dance locked in their spawn for quite a bit. That allowed them to get the lead.
Ooh, Suction Bomb on the tower while the tower's retreating. A lovely throw there. Doesn't quite land a pick. And we've got 2 down on Dance to make that 3. It's going to be a difficult recovery effort here. But it's still not out of the league. We do have overtime in this game for a reason. That being said, Rose getting very aggressive. and jumping up onto the enemy high ground. I don't know what they're
Yes.
going to be able to do about this.
The NZAP is distracting K-Shot. They won't be able to get missiles, very likely.
Amazing stuff. We have 2 members of Dance just trying to get special from spawn. The checkpoint being cleared. A knockout seems possible at this point. 10 seconds left to go. I mean, even if Dance get on the tower at this point with their complete
And
wipe,
they've been
it's
wiped.
over. That is incredible. I don't know whether that was a knockout or a timeout, but regardless, an amazing last push from Rose there. Able to really assert dominance. It was the KO.
Yeah,
Assert
they knew they had to
dominance.
start being super aggressive there. Complete with
Absolutely.
their armor and missiles.
And I think almost the gear change was so sudden that Dance just weren't ready for it. Like,
Yeah, and the kill difference too. It was they really needed those aggro kills though.
100%. Alright, well that has put Rose on match point. They just need to take one more round out to call this one theirs. We've rolled a mode. We can't play tower control again, bot. We can't play tower control again. Alright, we're playing game number 5. Game number 5 is Turf War. We are playing Turf War for match point on Rose here. Alright, well this is a chance for Dance if anything. We've only got 20... I think it's 21 maps in the pool right now.
Yep.
And it's Wahoo World.
And it's Wahoo World.
Alright. Wahoo World Turf Control, Turf Control. Wahoo World Turf War, we've seen it before today. We know how these players are gonna be playing and adapting. I guess in this case, what is Dance's strategy here? We know for a fact they can hold their own against Rose. We've seen them take some fights against them. Is
you
it
saw
just the
last
last 30
game.
second strat, or is there something else?
You saw last game they were very reliant on their specials. I believe there'll be maybe even 2 Tenta missile weapons coming out from Dance this match. Kiwi's a bamboo, Charo, K-Shot. And Storm Hero may switch to CDS here. CDS super strong with Turf War, paints a lot. Rain is super good. Or he could go vanilla for missiles. Could even be 3 missiles here.
So, I must have been sleeping. When did Tenta missiles become super popular? Is that always been the case? Like, I know it's a set and forget special, so it's very convenient when you're trying to take fights up close, but... like,
Do you know what Area Cup is?
oh yes, I do know Area Cup, so it's been getting used there?
Yes, whenever it's Humpback Splat Zones, there was literally like 40 missiles
Wow.
per team.
That's amazing. That would actually look really cool.
Yeah, and then NA started to run missiles after that, really.
Understandable. And we've
They're
just seen
very
it ever
strong.
since. They are,
Yeah.
they absolutely are. That free ink refill,
Yep.
and the fact that it's a no commitment special, you just fire it and you can keep going. Like, that is huge.
Yeah, and you can hit people from across the map from your own spawn. It takes 2 seconds to fire at all 4 people. Really very powerful.
There you go. Alright, well, our loadouts here are looking pretty self-explanatory. We do have a vanilla jet coming out here. Which makes sense, we're going to be seeing those Tenta missiles a lot. Probably not so much for the Toxic Mist.
Yeah,
Soda Slosher
Vanilla Jet's
as well.
very passive. It pretty much only just launches missiles, really.
Launches
Has-
missiles and it turfs.
Yeah, it doesn't really have any reason to fight people with the main weapon. Unless you're aggro.
I mean, anyone can pull it off, but we'll see how many splats they get in this game. There's the first set of missiles, though, from Red Rum.
Guess what? We do see the Bamboo Mark II coming out from Kiwi.
Ooh,
The Burst Bomb Rush and the Toxic Mist.
interesting. We do have a baller detonated in mid, but focus fire by all 4 members of, I believe that was Dance. Very quickly shut down.
Yeah, and Kai takes out 2 people here. This could be a good opportunity for them to hold their snipe.
Absolutely. We have Rose in the light green here, already getting aggressive with the opponent's spawn, but not seeing a large danger count on Dance yet, which makes me think that their members have gotten out on the other side. Yes, they have. And they're going to be moving back into mid now, just trying to get that carousel back under control.
Yeah, holding mid in this map is super important.
Ooh, I love the Toxic Mist Burst Bomb Rush combo. That's actually very clutch.
Yes, and you can tell by the Bamboo's gear that they are more focused on paint rather than killing. They do have the main saver and the swim speed in the last ditch effort.
I love to see it. Alright, well we're already down to our closing minute of this turf war. It looks like I would estimate Rose have a slight lead here based on that map overview, but anything can change in turf war.
Yes, and Rose do have the suction bomb rush as well as the Tenta missiles. So getting back in, suction bomb rush super powerful.
Makes sense. We've got the Soda doing a sneaky along the glass platform here. Burst bomb rush is going to come out as well. If they can get some picks, this is going to be huge. Ooh, the armor saving them from a suction bomb, but so many bombs jumping up onto that mid-section. Amazing that no one went down in that entire exchange. 20 seconds left to go. Any picks here are going to be pivotal.
Yeah, any kill here is super important. Game winning, really.
Ooh, okay.
One goes down off.
Three down on Rose.
Three go down off of Rose. This is huge.
Is huge. Dance definitely with a turf disadvantage and only 10 seconds to make it up. But with a very succinct player advantage, I think they might just be able to do it.
Looks like Dance have taken it. That triple, just amazing.
Excellent strategy there. We were talking about the last 30 seconds before, but all those specials, just landing those splats in those last 30 seconds really does make the difference.
Yeah, very well played there.
Very well played indeed. We're going to go to game 4 here. Now, because we're not repeating any ranked modes, that does mean...
Rainmaker.
Well, any modes at all. That means Rainmaker, Splat Zones, and... Turf... No, it's... Yeah, we can have Turf Shifty Station... Turf Splatfest as a potential. So we could see Turf again. We could see Rainmaker for the first time on team. We could see Splat Zones for the first time on stream. All very exciting prospects. Though I imagine they're not keen for another
game number 1.
Turf.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Alright.
Okay, Splat Zones.
Splat Zones, alright. Is Splat Zones potentially finale for Rose, or we could end up going to a 5th game if Dance can take this one out. And it's on Muscle Forge Fitness. Ooh.
Missiles here, super powerful. Similar to Humpback, really.
For sure.
It'll force people to get off their snipe if they're on their snipe, which is kind of huge.
And if they're on the zone, like, the amount of splash you get on those missiles means
Oh
that...
yeah, it paints a bunch, forces you out of the zone.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty big. So, I
And
imagine
especially
we'll see
with
a lot of that.
K-Shot, you can throw suction bombs on the grates. They won't be able to enter zone unless they go from one of the sides.
That's pretty good. I wonder if we might see a splash wall.
Yes, there could be a Cancer 52 Gal. I don't really think any other splash wall weapons are really played.
No, probably not. And especially considering these players as well, I don't think we'll see anything too extreme. Probably not going to be seeing any splatlings on this map.
Yeah, probably not. I do think we'll see double missiles from possibly both teams here.
Understandable. Alright, well, with 10 seconds left, we are going to be getting into this game sooner rather than later. Rose looking to take this one out. Dance looking to even things up. Let's see how it shakes out. Alright, nothing too surprising here. We do have a Neo Splash.
Yes, Neo Splash, very good option. Suction Bomb Rush can paint the entire zone by itself, really.
Yeah, three well-placed suction bombs can absolutely paint this zone, no problems. Early fights getting kicked off very quickly here. Ink Armor is going to be very helpful in that early engagement. And already we have a decent number of splats on the board for Dance.
Yes, the missiles forced out a jump from one of the players from Rose on the left side.
Very good, very good. Alright, just seeing Redrum here scoping out with those tender missiles. The entire enemy team very spread out, so they're not able to get 4 locked targets like they probably wanted. And cannot say the same for the opponent. That is a lot of very clustered missiles. Going to be very well beneficial for Dance. They do lose a player here, but they might still be able to at least keep a dominant presence. No, we're seeing the jump outs here. They're not willing to take that fight without their
Yeah,
full
this is
team.
basically a wipe.
Interesting play there. We did see multiple players jump out. I feel like maybe they were too spread out to be able to team up effectively, so they just thought reset, keep the special.
Yes, and the Bamboo definitely could have taken them out if they didn't jump straight away.
Alright, well we have Rose. They were approaching the scoreline, but an insta-flip coming out here from Dance gonna stack a pretty hefty penalty.
Yep, and here come the missiles. They've been forced on everyone all together.
Amazing.
Double armor does come out. I do think the double armor just saved them.
Oh my goodness. Dance with the strats right now. They are keeping this one locked and loaded. They've got one player trapped at lockers, but they're having to split their attention now, which means they'll probably back off. They might lose a bit of zone control because of that. So we're probably going to see neutral here, maybe a cap in the other direction. Oh, neutral does not last as long as I thought it would. I guess it is a one-zone map. We don't see too much neutral on this one. Finally, the penalty applied. 15 remaining. Pretty good score, but definitely toppable. Oh, that's a lot of Tenta missiles on the zone, though.
Yes, and Inkama comes out too. That's another cap for them.
Dance are really using these specials to great effect. You do love to see it. I love seeing also Storm with this baller on the side here. They're going to be popping that very shortly just to apply an extra bit of pressure. Yep, there it is. Love to see it. And they're going to roll right on over to the top of that bridge now. Oh!
They do go 2 down though. Redrum picks them off. He does missile on the zone. It looks like they're going to cap here.
Those felt like max range shots. You can really tell Redrum knows the range of this weapon to the letter.
Yes, he's been playing Bamboo for such a long time. Definitely knows everything about the weapon.
Alright, well we've got 2 minutes left. That is plenty of time for Rose to overcome their penalty and take the lead.
Yes, they do bring out 2 specials that ends up being quite aggressive. I do think they need to focus left here because there is a player on left.
Well, they have picked 2.
They have gone 2 down.
Yeah, special build
and
is
the other guy
really
jumped.
slow. And because we're seeing Dance relying on their specials so much, that's actually really going to hurt them.
Yes, they may have to give up the lead here. I don't think they can get to zone in time to save the lead.
No, I think they've realized that. They've got missiles on them as well, so that's probably going to force them to push now. Might not be ideal, though. Oh,
they go
3! Wow, incredible. Alright, well, they do have the time to take this one back. They find the straggler, which is huge. Now they can focus fully on their solid defensive line. They need to build their specials again, because their opponent's going to have special very shortly.
Yes, they have a very low penalty remaining too.
Yeah, this is very doable. Okay, we have the Ink Armor coming out. Bamboo's going to use their special as well.
Yep.
That is a
Ink
flip.
Armor come out.
Penalty reapplied. Unfortunate, but not at risk of a knockout at the moment. They just need to get back in so they can take this into overtime.
Yes, and the Bomb Rush does come out from the splash. They may not be able to cap here. Looks like they will, though.
Okay, so we do have the cap from Dance. They are in control. They need to get a few picks here, and they do.
They have gone 2 down. This is a very good opportunity to take the win here.
That is huge. We've got Baller almost ready to go as well. 1 left up. They are going to be able to get Ink Armor, but I don't know if that Ink Armor is going to be enough to get their team in.
Yeah, the penalty's gone. They Baller on zone here to hold the turf.
That's amazing. The Ink Armor means they're pushed off the bridge, and they take it. Dance level it up to a 2-2. I mean, talk us through how that happened. Give us like a strategy review of why Dance were able to hold that in the closing minute there, if you can.
When Rose went 2 down, Dance did not use their specials immediately. They held them. Storm got his baller to make sure people from the left side could not enter from the left and possibly get a flank kill from the left side.
Amazing.
And they had such a small penalty that they were able to do it quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I love seeing that. We've got the comeback we needed. We are now at the final point, and I believe we've just rolled ourselves a Rainmaker, potentially? Unless someone's rolling for someone else. We're probably going to see a lot of rolls here as well because of the duplicates. Okay, no, we've rolled a 4. 4 is clams. We can't play clams again. We're just waiting on a new game to be rolled. It's either Splat Zones or it's turf.
It'll be Rainmaker
Definitely.
or Turf, yeah.
Oh yeah, Rainmaker or turf, right? Because we've had turf twice.
It's 6. It's going to be Splatfest.
Okay, there it is. Right, we just had Splat Zones. That's what you're talking about. My goodness. All right. Well, we're doing a Splatfest turf war to close this out. What high stakes we have for this.
Yes. We could see a reverse sweep, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah, that is true. We did go to 2-0. Alright, it's Flutters in the attic.
Holding mid in Flutters in the attic, super important. If you catch someone on the bounce pads, it'll be easy to pick them off because they're pretty much immobilized being in midair, unless they're on dualies.
Yeah, this one's kind of a weird map because it's really just about holding mid. There's not too much you can do in terms of turfing the opponent's side until the very closing moments.
Yes, and if you manage to get on top of the Flutter on the enemy side, and if no one sees you, you're able to just get into their base, or Shark and get some crucial kills just on top of it.
Absolutely, and because of that, it's also a map that does favor long-range weapons. There's a lot of high ground that has quite a lot of reach. So...
Yes, I do wonder if Chara will bring out the Dynamo here. It's super strong on this map.
As a Dynamo fan, we're hoping for the Dynamo. Makes sense. Oh, I love watching them absolutely freak out at the start of the match. Those spreaders just...
No Dynamo.
No Dynamo. We
do
do
see
have...
K52 though.
Yeah, K52. Pretty good. Get a bit of extra damage in there for those very important splats at the end of the game.
Yes, we do see double missiles and Baller again coming out from Dance.
Yeah, I mean, it's worked for them the past 2 games. Why would they change it up now?
Yes, exactly.
Alright, subs are being tossed into the middle area. Not worrying too much about turf early on. Just trying to get that special for that opening fight. Looks like Rose are going to be taking the middle position to begin with. It is a good position to be in. You do get a little bit of high ground advantage. But obviously you don't extend beyond mid until it's advantageous to do so. So we're probably going to see a lot of the fight just hanging around up here for the first 2
Yes, and
minutes
Toxic
of the match.
Mist from the Jet Squelcher. It's super underrated on this map. You can throw it at areas in mid and they won't be able to actually enter mid. If
Oh
the
yeah,
Toxic Mist
there's
is
only
there.
really like 1 entry point, so that does make sense.
Yeah, there's only 2, and if there's mist on either one of them, you can't get in.
Oh, you could also throw mist underneath the flutters so they can't get away.
Yes, that is true.
That's devastating. Alright, well we do have Dance dropping 2 players early on. Again, you won't see Rose pushing too far past mid because it's just not beneficial to do so at this point in the game. But
Yeah, they really just need to stay passive until they can really get a pick or 2.
yeah, and there are those 2 picks, so they are immediately diving down off the platform now. Flutters are going to be causing them a bit of strife, but
Yes, and Rose are being super aggressive here. This is quite a risky play.
yeah, I mean with a minute 15 left, if they can slow the opponent's roll and remove their special from them now, that could work in their favor. And yeah, like they've formed a defensive line here, so as long as they don't lose any players, they've got the match squared away. It's just a matter of
They do
whether
have
or
3
not.
specials ready on Dance here.
Yeah, so Dance are waiting for the critical moment, you can tell.
Yeah, they may have to pull them out soon if they want to get back in.
Yeah. I reckon we'll see them in the next
They
10
have all
seconds.
specials ready.
Here we go. It's coming. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, they lose a player! That's gonna really slow things down.
Specials from Rose come out. They still do have 3 specials ready.
Yeah, Dance were holding on to it. They were really hoping to get that critical moment going. Okay, 2 specials immediately flying out there. There's the third.
And the Slosher goes down to the L3. The L3 is pushing up left here.
I mean, their
If he does
strategy
pick off the
to a
Junior,
T.
this will be huge.
But I don't think it was quick enough. Unfortunately, with 15 seconds left, there are still 2 opponents standing in mid. They did have a player advantage, but they weren't quite able to
Yes,
push
and
it.
armor comes out too.
I think they just waited a bit too long. Alright, well, with all of Dance going down there, I think Rose have got that one. I think Dance waited a little too long for their quad special push. They lost the player and it just
Rose
kind of
also
tumbled
painted
out.
their spawn perfectly.
Oh yeah, true that. Alright, well that is going to be Rose taking that set 3-2. Quite a close set, to be honest. You don't see sets like that very often, so very nice to see.
Very glad that we streamed that one. That was excellent to watch.
Very much so. Alright, well, it's been a while since we looked at our standings, so let's go have a look at that and see where we're at. We should have quite a few interesting little things going on here. Alright, so we have new results. Jackpot have taken the 3-0 against Axalt. So they are going to be in our winners final. They are going to be who we're streaming next. It's going to be Axalt versus Rose. No, sorry, Jackpot versus Rose. I don't know why Axalt have moved on to losers bracket. In losers bracket, we have Goofy Hats has taken 2-0 against Poopy Pirates. Poopy Pirates are out. We've got Goofy Hats taking a 2-0 against Low Expectations. Low Expectations are out. We have Cookies and Cream taking the 2-1 against Memory. Memory are out. So we're going to be seeing in the losers Axalt versus Goofy Hats. Cookies and Cream are going to be taking on Dance. And then in the winners final, we're going to be watching Rose and Jackpot very shortly. Alright, exciting stuff.
I think that they do not want to play Turf War.
Yeah, come on. I mean, first of all, it's best of 5, so you can't really do that. But I guess if that's what they want to do.
Technically, if they win 3 all modes, if they win all 3 modes, then there'll be no Turf War.
Look, I do get that there's prize money on the line here, so players are like, we want to be playing our best modes. We don't want to leave it to turf, but like, alright. Anyway, we're going to be watching Jackpot and Rose, so let's see if we can get into that room. I definitely have one of the members of Jackpot up.
Okay, I can join through you then.
Yep. I need to know the password though.
This is, hold on, I will send it. It was just on my screen, where's it gone?
Oh, actually, I have it,
Okay.
That's actually a very cool password. That's a very cool password. I'm not going to say why, because then people will be able to guess it, but I actually love that. Alright, I am in the room. Excellent stuff. Yeah, I've definitely streamed Leafy before, and, like, not surprisingly so, you know? We've got some very strong players on this team.
Definitely two of the best teams in NA, definitely.
Heck yeah. Alright, I'll do a quick shout out because I don't run my alerts during streams for other people because it doesn't feel fair, but quick shout outs to Just QB, Nina Newen, Tiny Tree Splat, and Banana Man. Thanks for the follows. Very much appreciated. We do Splatoon here, so if you like that, you're in a good place. Alright.
Excuse me for a moment, I just gotta use the bathroom really quick.
All good, all good. Okay, so I believe both of our teams have agreed to not play Turf War. So we're not going to see Turf War in this set. A bit sad, I know, but that is what they would like to do. Both teams have mutually agreed on it. So that is going to be the case. That being said, that means we get to see a lot of ranked modes here. Nothing too disappointing about that. This is winners final, but it is only best of 5. Winner of this goes through the grand final, has the bracket reset on their side. The loser drops down to loser's bracket and is going to have to fight their way back up for the rematch. Very exciting stuff. All right. So we have 3 members ready to go. We're just waiting on the remaining 5, and we will be good to get started on our winners final. Let's play a bit of music while we wait for our players to join in. Might as well. Love a little bit of music. Yeah, I'm gonna miss Turf War 2, but don't worry. They'll make up for it by giving us some really good games. Like, these are top quality teams. So you're in for a good time. I need music without lyrics, please. You know, I haven't played this album on stream before. It makes sense that it would be a bit all over the place. This is fine. You know, you gotta find albums that have good music but also won't get copyright flagged. I work pretty hard on choosing for that basis, so it makes sense.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh, welcome back. Alright, I believe we are almost ready to go. Let's have a quick flip over. We're just waiting on 3 members of Rose to jump into the lobby, and we will be ready to start. Alright, setting the scores back. I'm pretty happy I figured out some cool things that I can do to make this more seamless.
Yeah, the less work you have to do, the better.
Yeah. Exactly. Alright, I think we're still waiting on 3 players. That's okay. We'll just hang out here for a bit. Alright, so, for anyone who doesn't know Jackpot, let's give them a primer. What weapons are we expecting from our players today?
Okay, I'm not sure. They have 5 players on their roster, but there's 4 in the lobby. I'm not sure which is which.
Yeah, that's true. These names aren't super recognizable.
Yeah, so Leafy plays sort of mid-range aggressive weapons like Nautilus, I believe. Q is a Charger. She's always been playing long-range weapons, Charger, Jet Squelcher, stuff like that. Jared, he's aggressive player, T-Tech, and Perry Doolies. Not really any more Doolies aren't played, but you might see K52 from him.
Did you say N-Perries?
Yeah.
Wow.
I used to play them, but I don't think anymore.
Yeah, they've really fallen out of favor, unfortunately. Because they're pretty cool, but you do not see them a lot in competitive play.
Yes, in Legend, he's a Splash player. He might also be on K-Shot, K52 ends up.
Yeah, we've seen Legend get into a lot of really cool fights where it'll be a 1v3 situation, they will end up on top.
Yeah, definitely. And
they got
Xe, I believe Xe's a Tent. I'm not 100% sure. I remember.
Tent?
I remember last time I saw him, he was on Tent.
Well, I don't imagine we'll see that in every game mode, but like Tent is a damn interesting pick. I'd be keen to see it. Fingers crossed. Alright, we're just waiting on 1 member of Rose, and we will be ready to start with our winners final. I believe we're starting with Clam Blitz.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I'll be interested to see what we do here if we reach the 5th round. I guess we just randomize all the games again. Makes sense. Yeah, we've homied the no turf war, so we're in for a lot of ranked goodness. Xe is a custom goo one trick? No.
Shut up, Link.
Link, come on, man. The trolls with this one, my goodness. Alright. I think we are... No, we're still waiting on 1 member of Rose. Hopefully not for too much longer. Also, that map randomization doesn't look quite right, so we'll see that get reset. Aerospray one trick. They're not playing turf. No one's gonna run Aerospray. Aerospray has 1 use. here's a question for you, Toby.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say is your favorite Splatling class weapon for high level play?
You don't really see many Splatlings in high level play. If you were to see one, it would probably be a Nautilus or a Ballpoint.
Hmm,
Possibly the Heavy Remix if it is Humpback.
that makes sense. Booyah
Yeah,
on Humpback is
Booyah Bomb
just
and Humpback is super
amazing.
strong.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. What about rollers? Do you see any rollers at all? I know you personally, but like, do you see any other rollers in that kind of level play?
You do have the occasional Ink Brush one-trick players.
Hmm. Ink
But
Brush, not
apart from-
Octobrush?
No, Octobrush is not very good and competitive, I would say.
I see.
And
Getting
for the rollers, you see the occasional Carbon one-trick, but apart from that, they're not used, apart from Flingser for the missiles, really.
Hmm. I do have a good time with a foil Flingser every now and again.
Yes, it paints so much. You can get missiles every 10 seconds with that thing sometimes.
So cool. Alright. Well, I'm running out of topics. Anything you want to chat about while we wait for this last player?
Hurry up, Kai. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, fair enough.
I do think that's... Like, with Turf War, the main reason why the top level competitive players don't like it is just because the last 30 seconds thing. Because you can just be dominating the whole time, and you just
Yeah.
die once in the last 30 seconds, and you would lose.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I guess that's also why it's the flagship game mode of the game, right? Like, it really leans into that whole never give up dynamic.
Yeah, definitely.
Ye would like us to talk about Monkey Ball games some more. That's fair. I'm playing a lot of
Hold on,
Monkey
I'll
Ball
get the case
music.
for my game. I'll read what's on the back of it. Hold on. I need to find it.
Favorite Monkey Ball game? I mean, yeah, I really just like the mini games in Monkey Ball because they're always usually quite a high quality. There's a lot of them. Super Monkey Ball 2 is an excellent choice. It's just better than Super Monkey Ball 1 in every way. 100%, I get that.
Help II and his friends reclaim all of the stolen bananas. I've got the case here.
That plot sounds very familiar. I swear Donkey Kong did that at some point.
What? No way.
Monkey Race, yeah, I had some pretty like high intensity Monkey Race games with some friends growing up in high school. We got to sit down and play those Monkey Races. That was pretty good. But like usually Monkey Target was where it was at. Played a lot of Monkey Target.
I haven't actually played it in so long. I'd completed it.
Look, I'll be
like, in
honest.
2 weeks.
It has a certain charm to it, which is nice, but
Yeah, definitely.
games have come a long way.
Yeah, I used to watch like Monkey Ball videos.
The speedruns are pretty nuts.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, I don't have the patience for speedrunning, but like, they're just so incredible what they're able to do with these frame perfect like bounces.
Oh yeah, true.
Alright. Any word from Kai?
Red Rum said that he had to pick up food, so they might have to use their
Ah.
sub, but then Jackpot, Leafy, he said that he can wait 5 more minutes.
Alright. It would be a shame to lose this one to a DQ.
Yeah,
Like,
especially because they've done so well too.
yeah, these are the two undefeated teams remaining in the tournament right now, so it'd be very cool to see them play.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
We have some news from Losers Bracket as well. We have Goofy R-Hats beating Axalt in a 2-0. So it seems like Goofy R-Hats are actually a really good team, but they just had to go up against Jackpot in round 1.
Yeah, Goofy R Hats, I'm friends with a few of the people on there. Octobrush player who's super good.
All right.
He's pretty much the only, like, not low-level Octobrush, really. Him and one other player are really the only ones.
Hmm.
And the other people on that team, they are +1 players, top level.
It's pretty good. Well, Goofy, R Hats, and Cookies and Cream are fighting out right now in the losers semi. The winner of that will go on to face the loser of this set, and then we'll do grand finals. So we are rolling quite well along in this tournament. Just waiting on a sub.
Yeah, it's actually been going super smooth until now, really.
Yeah. I mean, these tournaments are pretty much down to a science at this point. Yeah, we'll see if if we can actually get this match up. Be a real shame to have to drop out because one of your members has gone off to get some food.
Yeah. Also, yeah, when I was playing Monkey Ball, I was always trying to, like, cheese the levels by flicking my controller.
Oh yeah, you want to abuse the physics and just see what you can get away with, absolutely. The number of crazy bounces I got in the Switch version where I'm like, that shouldn't have happened. I'm capture. Thank goodness for the capture replay function on the Switch.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of the Switch, new Splatoon 3 Pro Controller and OLED Switch announced.
I pre-ordered all of them the moment they were available.
I had to think about it for a while because, you know, my Switch is still servicing me quite well, but I didn't get a Splatoon 2 Pro Controller, so I knew I was going to get that. And then I was talking with a mate and they pretty much convinced me, yeah, I'm gonna get this OLED. It just looks so good, like the little textures and the details, the nice gradient color on the front, the white color on the back, with the little like tentacle bits on the Joy-Cons. It's so cool. Ah, exciting. Oh, we've lost connection to the room.
Yeah, someone joined and disconnected as soon as they started.
I see. Alright, well, we are almost ready to get started. Alright. We should be ready now to get the match underway. Back in the room. Winners final. See how we do.
Yep, just waiting for it to appear online for me.
There was one level in the Switch Monkey Ball that I just could not beat, that I had to skip. It's the one with the long tilting seesaws.
Yes, I know that one.
What really annoyed me about it is I turned on assist mode, and when you use the slow-mo mode, the physics don't use slow-mo. All that happens is your movement is slowed down, so the seesaws actually tilt to impossible levels if you use the slow-mo, so you can't use it. The assist mode doesn't work. You gotta play it legit.
Oh.
And I was just so bummed out by that. It's such a hard level. It was the only one that I had to skip and come back to later.
Yeah, I remember that level. It was so annoying.
Oh, nasty stuff. Okay, I think we might be ready to go now. Yes, we do have everyone in. We're playing Clan Blitz to start with on New Albacore Hotel. We are ready to roll Monkey Ball style. Let's kick it off. Now, Clan Blitz Albacore, it's a tricky Clan Blitz map. It's a very sheltered goal. It's surrounded by high ground on all sides. Unless you really worm someone up into the enemy spawn area, it's very hard to hold the basket for a long time.
Yeah.
What kind of strategies do you employ on this map mode to keep that basket open?
Don't be surprised if you see a Stingray come out here. Most likely from a custom jet squelcher. If Q is playing from the charger possibly, but I think she'll be on custom jet.
Alright.
And I think because it is Albacore, you won't be seeing more than one short range shooter most likely.
Makes sense, makes sense. Yeah, we've got a
Yep.
squeezer there.
I think that's the vanilla squeezer with Stingray. Yes, it is.
Alright, a good call from Toby here as we move into this game. Anything else stand out to you here? Looks pretty standard from my view, but we do have a 5-pin charger. You did mention we'd be seeing a charger.
Yes, Rose is opting to go with all the short-range shooters, which is unexpected. I do believe it'll put them at a disadvantage if they can't shark or flank.
It's
When it
not
comes to
an
getting
easy
kills.
map for sharking, for sure. Early splats are kind of 50-50 here. We see the Tentamissiles coming out as well. Yeah, it's looking pretty open right now. Anyone is free to make a move. 2 members go down on Jackpot.
Yes, and the Jet is pressuring left, painting left. Is close to missiles also.
Oh.
The Squeezer does hold left.
Yeah, lovely pick from the 5-pin as well. That is going to open things up a bit for Jackpot as they take back a bit of that mid control. We're already a minute into this match. We have Rose sitting on a lot of clams, but not much else. It's going to be hard for
Yes,
them to
the
get to that
Stingray does
basket.
come out. It will be difficult for them to push in with the Stingray.
Yeah, we see a lot of clams getting dropped there. And Jackpot moving in for the flank around the left side. It is going to be a fight for that ramp, but if they can take it, they will get to the basket.
Yes, the Beer Bomb does come out.
Oh, and
I
just
don't know
enough
if they see the
clams
flank.
there. That's the dunk. Well timed indeed. Leafy holding on to some extra clams, not able to get them in a 3v1 fight. Charger's going to take a pick off the side, but that is going to be it for score. I mean, it's a good early dunk, but you know the difficulty with the dunk and done is that it does give the enemy that power clam.
Yes, exactly.
Alright, Inkama coming out here from Rose. Looks like they're trying to make something happen, but 2 of their players go down and Jackpot
Yep,
turn it
use
on
the
them.
3 specials come out from Jackpot too.
There's the dunk. Do they have any other clans? They do. Leafy's got some on top. That is going to extend their scoreline for sure. Duxor sneaks in with some as well, using that little platform to its fullest to get those extra clams in. Legend comes in with some clams as well, and they're already down to 40 remaining now. Power Clam,
that's-
unfortunately, also revealing Ellis's location, and is going to get them splattered as well.
They have 7 more clams and they're at the basket too. This could be a knockout.
Oh my goodness. They do lose a player under the basket. They've only got
now they go
Duxor
3
left.
down.
Yeah, that is
They've
going to
just
be the
got
end of that
Charger
push.
holding mid here.
But I mean, Charger is the one you want staying up for sure. They're going to be able to really slow the opponent's advance.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Give Jackpot time to respawn.
And they do hold the entire left side just on their own.
You love to see a Charger played well. They get such commanding map coverage without even having to land any picks. And when they do land picks, they hurt.
Yeah, especially nowadays. Charger's very uncommon because of all the missiles in Karma and Stingray.
100%. Alright, we do have quite a few clams here on the side of Rose. They need picks to get them across the line though, and with the Stingray coming out again, it's not looking super likely. Oh, and the super jump just getting shut down by Leafy with that high damage output on the Gal. And that is 3 down on Rose. Jackpot setting up for another push here.
Yep, and Leafy gets the last one.
Yeah, devastating. This is absolutely looking like it could be a knockout. Amazing snipe from Duxor. Can they
Yes,
get
I've
a
also
second?
just noticed Jackpot has 3 splash walls.
Oh my goodness, Splash Wall. I mean, on this map, kind of makes sense.
It does make sense.
Power
Just
Clam
pretty
getting lost
surprising.
under the basket here, so that means that's not going to go anywhere. But again, a minute 15 left. We don't even have Rose on the board yet, and they need 80 points. That is not a small score difference.
Yeah, and the Stingray gets the pick on the splash, but goes down to the missiles. Still a good pick because
Thus is the
it did
meta.
allow the Power Clam to die.
The Stingray gets the pick, but goes down to the missiles is such a perfect description of the current
Yep.
state of this game. Oh,
Yeah,
that is 3 down on Jackpot. Rose do have a chance
to
here.
say it.
Just not the clams that they need to make it go the distance at the moment. Missiles are coming out as soon as they're ready to try and create that opening.
Yes, and Rose did lose their pity clam too.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to get under the basket at all, and this Power Clam Stingray combo is really not working out for them.
Yeah, all the range on Jackpot's just not letting the short range shooters to really do much, get the kills that they need.
And we know that's how Rose like to play. They like to get in your face. They like to dance around and get aggressive.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, Jackpot do have the Power Clam here, so they are going to be able to get overtime, but the Stingray is surely close to charging. So they have to move quickly. They've got the Tenta Missiles, they've applied the pressure, so they're probably not going to see a Stingray for another 10 seconds, which might be the opening they need. Armor comes out as well, but they don't have the turf to get under the basket, and they are taken out. They can't get that Power Clam back, they are history, and with the number of Splash Walls in play, it does not seem likely.
Yeah, I think what Rose was thinking there was they think they could go like all short range, but they did have the double missiles for the long range pressure. But unfortunately, it didn't work.
Yeah, alright. Well, that is going to be the first point on the board for Jackpot. They only need to get 3 points to get themselves a spot in the grand final. And, like, if they keep pulling out strategies like that, I don't know what Rose are going to be able to do. I really do appreciate when a team is running a strategy that isn't just get in their face and get the splats before they can do anything. Like, it shows a real experience, it shows a real intelligence, it shows a real strategic mindset that you love to see.
Yes, definitely.
I'm going to quickly ask about why so many maps aren't on the randomized list.
I think Kai is back.
Oh, did we have a disconnect in that game as well?
No, it's just their sub.
Oh,
They
okay,
left,
gotcha.
So I think Kai is back.
Oh! I see.
They didn't wear the hat.
Oh, so yeah, Jackpot weren't wearing the hat. I noticed that Rose were wearing the hat, but Jackpot weren't. That is interesting. Okay, both teams have mutually agreed to ban maps as well. I'm not a fan of
Yeah,
that.
it makes sense. Yeah, I'm not a fan either, but it makes sense.
Yeah. Alright. So, according to the rules, if both teams agree to replay, then we replay it, otherwise Rose wins the game. So, I think both are agreeing to replay it, so we're going to see that match again, because Jackpot weren't wearing their party hat. And if you don't wear
Love
a
the
party hat,
sportsmanship.
you don't get any points. Yeah, you do love the sportsmanship as well, especially when you're up against Jackpot. Not taking... I mean, look, they're already mutually agreeing to ban maps and modes. They're gonna do a friendly. I'd be very surprised if one of them was like, actually, we're gonna take that point.
Yeah.
So, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, it's still kind of a bummer that so many maps are out the list, but like, at the end of the day, it's the game they want to play. We're here to have fun. Yeah.
Okay,
we do have a lot of Oceanic players in chat, so it makes sense.
does look like Rose does want to take the game.
Oh, Rose are taking the point? Really?
It looks like it. I'm not
What?
100% sure.
Red Rum is asking if they can take the point. Are they taking it?
Yep, they are.
Oh my, okay.
All of the teammates on Rose didn't agree, so they take the point.
Alright, well, it seems like some of the members of Rose really just wanted to take that point, so they take the point. Don't forget your hats, everyone.
It is Entropy Town Control again, though. We have seen this before.
We have, yeah. Alright, well now that Rose have set the precedent, I don't think Jackpot will be forgetting their hats anymore. Yes, it has been another hour. Happy birthday to Ye. This is Ye's super awesome birthday bash, and we're gonna say happy birthday every hour, so... Happy birthday! We're gonna move on to round 2 here. This is best of 5, so Jackpot need to take 3 games. Rose only need 2 now, as we move on to Tower Control Anchovy Games.
Yes, and the Anchovy Tower Control game that we did watch, Rose was playing, and they clearly were very dominant.
Yeah. We've also been notified here that JP is Jared in Jackpot, and Duck Sauce is Q.
Okay.
So just for everyone at home, those are the players on Jackpot that have changed their names for today. I don't get why they would change their names when they want to get a name out for themselves, but some people
They
just
already
wanna...
have a name for themselves, don't worry about that.
Yeah, it's true.
Everyone knows them.
Everyone does. Yeah, but like, I didn't know which one was which, because they changed it.
Yeah, I didn't know. I knew Dark Source was Q because Charger.
Yeah, I mean, that just kind of spells itself. Anyway, tower control, let's look at these comps.
We do see the vanilla jet instead of the Stingray one. That is pretty interesting for tower control.
Yeah, not what I would have expected, especially with that much special charge. Object Shredder's nice to see on that one, though. That will be interesting. That being said, already 2 down on the side of, I believe that's Rose. Make that 3. And,
Yeah, we will be seeing a lot of missiles coming out from the V-Jet. V-Jets became super popular because of Area Cup. All the Japanese people run it, and they get so many missiles with it, they don't die.
I was playing it before it was cool.
Yo.
But I was playing it on Rainmaker because I liked the toxicness for it, so I didn't know what I was doing. Cool. Alright, well, we have Jackpot clearing that first checkpoint and moving pretty quickly over to the second. Let's see how they balance that out.
Yes, and the Splash does have Bomb Rush. He might use it to pressure Snipe here, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, Booyah Bomb on Snipe as well catches out Ellis, who isn't able to retreat fast enough. Bombs are flying onto that Snipe platform. This is really the only good place to defend this checkpoint from, like the only super safe place. And there is nowhere safe to stand on it right now.
And they are squid bagging because Rose did take that game.
Yeah, look, unfortunately, that's what happens when you have disagreement on the team.
Yeah.
Clearly, some of the members of Rose were happy with the homie, but now that there's salt in the wound, Jackpot are not going to be pulling any punches.
There is a Splash on top left, though. This might be a problem.
Yeah, it is going to cause them a bit of pressure. They're going to have to probably pull back here. They've lost 2 players. But
Legend does get the kill with the Shard.
Yeah, and Kai
He
getting...
gets 2 kills.
Oh
They've
my
gone
goodness,
3 down.
Legend. Kai is going to pop those missiles just to buy themselves some positioning and information. They do manage to get one before they're taken out and buy their team a bit of time for respawn, but like, Jackpot are out for blood now, my goodness.
Yes.
You love to see it. Booyah Bomb slammed right down onto that platform. I mean, Jackpot losing a member here, but they've got the armor to keep themselves in this fight. Until they...
So another Bomb Rush does come out.
Yeah.
On Jackpot.
Until they clear out every member of Jackpot, Rose are not going to be able to get on the board.
Yes, it looks like they might be able to retake a little bit of mid here, but Jackpot has came back into mid for pain.
Yeah, I will say Jackpot not close to specials at the moment, so this is Rose's chance to really make a dent in the scoreline.
Yeah, the Jet will definitely have missiles soon though. It's a Jet. It has missiles 24/7.
Yeah, it doesn't have to work hard to get those, for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
That being said, it is being pressured right now. It is taken out before they can get 3 points off their special. So
Yes,
they're
but the
not going to
Splash
be able
does
to
have
get
Bomb
that.
Rush. Looks like he might go up Snipe just to take back Plant with Bomb Rush here. Yes, and he is doing that.
Alright, yeah, Bomb Rush easily pressuring that tower is going to slow that push down very effectively. And buy Jackpot a chance to get back in. Booyah Bomb's going to catch Stick, but not
We are
quite
forces
land
him
it.
forwards.
Does,
they do
but...
have armor.
Yeah, armor, exactly. Going to come
And the
out.
Slosher is holding top right at their base too. This could be a problem if they don't get him off soon.
Yeah, that Slosher in a really nasty position. Jackpot are able to grab the tower, but not before the checkpoint is cleared, which means that this match has just become very close. And we'll see how it pans out.
Yes, but Jackpot will be able to get back mid here. They have made Rose go to down here.
Absolutely, and they still have lead at the end of the day. We've only got a minute left in this game. We do have... I didn't check... Yeah, there's Ellis with the party hat just doing their best to hold out against all these explosions going off all across the map. There's so many bombs and bomb rushes going off right now. It's just a little fireworks show. My goodness. Right.
Yes, and Jackpot does have 2 specials ready to miss on the Booyah Bomb.
Yeah, we're
Let's
probably
see
going
some
to see
teamwork
those
coming out from
both
them.
at once as soon as they decide they're ready for the push. They might be waiting for another special, actually.
Yes, the Splash is pretty close to their bomb.
Oh, Booyah goes down, though, which means that we are going to see Rose getting in for another chance here. Losing their armor player. I don't feel like they're going to be able to push through this offensive. There's too many assets available for Jackpot right now.
Yes, and Leafy with the Booyah Bomb will be able to stop tower for free.
Absolutely, and that Booyah is in the pocket. We've got missiles ready to go in 3 seconds as well. Those are going to go off pretty much immediately.
Yes, and the Booyah Bomb does come out. They will not be able to get on tower without dying here.
Alright, well that is pretty much guaranteed Jackpot victory then. But why not get a couple splats just to really rub it in? Jackpot are going to be able to take that round. And let's just quickly check their roster for a birthday hat. I'd be very surprised if they didn't have one now. Okay, cool. I'd be very surprised if they didn't. They've got 2 actually.
Yo, I respect it.
Double birthday hat to make up for the one they missed last round. Love to see it. Alright, well that's gonna bring it up to a 1-1. Wouldn't that be amazing? Everyone would be running one if that were the case.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, well that is gonna bring things back up to a 1-1. We are now going to splat zones on Mako Mart. We are going to be rushing through these quickly now. It's Jackpot. They're raring to go. They have been slided and they are not going to let this go.
Yeah, they are. I don't think they're too happy about them taking the free point there.
And not homie on the free point. I'm just so bewildered here. Like, at this point, why doesn't Rose just say, actually, we want Turf War back? Like, really just, you know, take the gloves off. Alright, well we are going to be seeing Splat Zones Mako. Now this is a very popular Splat Zones map because of the shenanigans you can pull here.
Yes, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Tri-Slosher come out from Kai here.
That makes a lot of sense. Special focus as well. We might see a few shifts. Especially because specials that can turf can really do a number on this zone. I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of bomb rushes. I know Baller can be an effective pocket here as well. So we could see something like that potentially.
Yes, despite VJet being super strong on this map and the mode, Q might go back to Charger because it is her comfort weapon. And Bomb Rush is also strong here.
That makes sense. Alright, well we'll see how this opens up. Got some support for Stork in the chat. Birthday hats on both sides and quite the weapon comps. Not a lot of changes, honestly. No Charger. Both teams running a vanilla Jet.
Yep, getting quick missiles already from Jackpot.
Man, the American scene really stands the Japanese scene, huh?
I think everyone stands Japanese, to be honest.
That's fair. I mean, they're so good at this. It's hard not to appreciate. And do we still have that Object Shredder on as well? I'm just gonna... Yes, a lot of players running Object Shredder here in anticipation for the armor span. You love to see it. Does Object Shredder have a significant impact on the Tenta missiles? Just curious.
Its splash damage will always kill Ink Armor, even if they have max bomb defense, I think.
That's pretty spicy. Not that anyone I know runs bomb defense.
Yeah, it's not... No one would run more than 2 subs, really.
Alright, well we do have quite the nice early lead here for Jackpot. Bubbles are floating out over the zone as well, which is going to really continue their push here. Rebrum in a bit of a bad spot. They might jump out here. Yes, they do. They got the missiles ready to go. But this is looking pretty steamrolling.
Yeah, but there is a flank on left and they do bring out the missiles. They might get a few picks here. They get 1.
Ooh, they do. Rebrum catching it with the main weapon.
The armor comes out
mid.
too. They may get the zone here. They get the zone.
And a very critical penalty gets applied in that moment.
Yes, they didn't get too many picks, but they did push them all back to the bottom right.
Yeah, I mean, that's just good gameplay. Like, if you can't get the picks, at least get the pressure on and make use of it while you can. That being said, here come all the Tenta missiles, and Jackpot just immediately recapped.
Yeah, they forced Ellis and Redrum to the right side of the map, and there is 2 people there. Redrum does go down to the Jet.
Oh, that
the Jet is pushing up rather aggressively.
What a great position for that. You love to see it. We do have the Ink Armor ready to go here for Rose. They're going to probably try and make something happen as that penalty is fast fading. They are able to get neutral and cap as well, despite the player disadvantage. Well coordinated there from Rose. Very good job.
Yeah, some missiles do come out from both teams here. One of them has armor, one of them goes down though.
Alright, good stuff here. We are going to see control in favor of Jackpot.
Yes, and all 3 are forced onto the right side because of the Toxic Mist from the Jet.
Wow. Toxic Mist, just using as a... I mean, it is a denial sub. That is literally what it stands for. Doing a very good job on that front. Bubbles not standing much of a chance against all the object shredder that I imagine both teams are running here.
Yep, an armor comes out from both teams. Inkjet comes out. They may be able to get a few picks here, but it may be difficult because of the gun.
That's very true. I do love seeing the Toxic Mist on stack as well, preventing the opponent from getting too aggressive. Jackpot keeping Rose at an arm's length, and it's working very well for them.
Yes, it is. They are 2 down here.
Cap is fighting for it. Both teams are just turfing their hearts out as Rose gets the respawn, but Jackpot do land the capture there, and the Tenta missiles...
Yeah, the missiles assisting with the cap so much, they're forcing them back or into zone to die.
Yeah, unfortunately,
So
Rose not pulling back fast enough. We have the flank coming out from Jackpot as well, with 10 points remaining.
Yep, armor and bubbles do come out. It looks like they will be knocking out here. They get the pick. Yep.
Absolutely. Well played by Jackpot. Their spacing is so excellent. They are just really preventing Rose's strategy from activating by keeping them at that perfect range. And like the Squeezer and Jet are such good tools to do that.
Yeah, and in the last minute, the missile timings were absolutely perfect.
100%. Alright, we are going to be going to best of 5 for this winners final. So Jackpot 1 point away from securing themselves the comfy spot in the grand final with the bracket reset at their side. Rose looking to take 2 points here, and having not actually taken a game out yet. It's going to be difficult.
Rainmaker for the first time on stream today too.
You love to see a Rainmaker, and on Schellendorf Institute. Wow, what a map. I do find it interesting because it is random maps with a ban list. They can't ban maps for specific game modes. So we get to see Rainmaker Schellendorf today.
Yes.
You love to see it, you do. It's a difficult mode to KO on, that's for sure. And also one that I would say favors Jackpot's comp. I definitely think
yes,
Jackpot...
especially Q on charge. You saw her on the run speed charge on Albacore, so she may bring that out again.
Yeah, it's
and
a
the
lot more
Bomber can
effective on
repop
this
the
map,
shield.
for sure. They're running a lot of splash walls as well. I don't know if we'll see that as much here because there's a lot of different routes on this map, so splash wall doesn't get as much use, I don't think. But definitely expecting to see a charger, for sure.
Yes, and I think Redrum may bring out the custom jet on this map because missiles aren't nearly as strong as they are on Schellendorf compared to other maps.
That's true, yeah. A lot of cover, a lot of where it is to escape on Schellendorf.
Yeah.
Stay blessed in chat saying Rainmaker Shellen is wicked. 'Tis a wicked thing. Both in terms of, oh my goodness, this is scary, and this is so fun. I'm very excited. Oh, we do have the Nautilus coming out for the first time.
The 2 Sea Jets.
Yeah, expected. Absolutely. These players know how to adapt to this mode. They won't be sad about having Burst Bomb in their kit either.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, early burst does go to Jackpot, and the Stingray already ready to go, and pressuring the points they know their opponent is going to be.
Man, two picks from spawn in the first 20 seconds. I don't want to comment.
Yeah, amazing. We do have Redrum with their Stingray ready to go, but the high ground advantage goes in favor of the Nautilus. They're able to get that
Stork
pick.
does take them out from sharking.
Ah, good sharking effort there. Leafy just doing their best to get some picks so they can keep their road rolling. But that is Rose with the Rainmaker burst there. Not what I would expect to see,
They have
especially...
pulled 3 down, but Redrum does have his Stingray ready. If he doesn't go down here...
Legend no, pressured. Yeah, can't use the GG Ray. Unfortunately, though, as I mentioned earlier, very hard map to knock out. So, we will see...
Yeah, Stork was sharking, but Legend did spot him.
Oh, Legend could just get them some extra points here, but they're going to go for the picks instead. Leafy comes up from behind, and the dunk happens just like that. Amazing. That is them through to the grand final. We're going to see some nasty things in the Discord, so we're going to just move on from that. I mean, Jackpot. We knew they were going to be in the grand final. We knew it was going to happen. And they've proven that they belong there in this set, for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Alright, well, I believe we have the losers semi concluded as well. Goofy R Hats have defeated Cookies and Cream. Cookies and Cream are out. So we're going to be seeing Goofy R Hats versus Rose in our losers final. This is going to be a best of 3 match to see who gets to take on, who gets the rematch against Jackpot. Because both of these teams lost to Jackpot at some point. I'm keen to see Goofy R Hats play. They've been doing such a good job today, and we just haven't been able to feature them on stream because of how quick the losers bracket has been moving.
Yes, I'm finally glad that we're going to see an Octobrush.
That's true. That's very true.
I have them added, by the way. I can join them.
Excellent. That is great. I will be joining in with you. All right. Well, audience, we're going to be ready for our losers final in presumably 3 minutes or less. So if you need to, take a moment to stand up, stay hydrated, grab a snack. We will be right back with our losers final and then the grand final. See you in a bit. Alright, we are back. It's gonna be a slight bit longer before we can start because I've been put on a team.
It looks like Rose is bringing out their sub for this one.
Okay.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah, it's me. I'm the sub.
Yeah.
Amazing. Alright. We also have Rose asking to homie Turf out, and Turf has been homied out again, as has Albacore and Moray. Big sad. My
Okay,
goodness.
The room is back up. I'm joining.
Awesome. Yeah, no, for anyone's context, I would be a huge detriment to any of these teams. These are teams that are playing at incredibly high levels, and I haven't played ranked in like 6 months. Because every time I play, I risk losing my X rank, and I want to be able to do the cool lobby pose. So, I can never play again.
I completely forgot that lobby pose existed.
Ah, no, I use it all the time, just to be like, yeah, I am good at this, totally. I'm not at the top level, but like, you know. Ah, excellent. Alright, so we have map ban lists coming in from the homies who don't want to play by Ye's rules. That's fine, it's only their birthday or anything, you know. Yes, on carry Team Cannon? Absolutely not. 100% not. The only thing I'm good at is a Rainmaker carry. That is it. I play weapons like Luna Neo, VDS. Like, no, I'm not competitive. I'm not viable. Don't try it.
That's fine. It's okay to be a casual.
Yeah, exactly. I can appreciate this high level of gameplay because, you know, I'm X rank. I'm in the top, what is that, like top 2% of all players who play the game? That's pretty
like
damn good. 5, right, that makes sense.
So I remember I was reading a chart like a few years ago and it was like 2600 power plus was like top 1% or something.
Right. Okay, but yeah, like I'll take that. That's great. That's such a good result. I'm so stoked with that.
And it's good that you're happy about getting X rank.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, I was pretty happy with that. And when I play League, I get chucked into high power games. I'm like, this isn't that much harder than what I was at. It's just that these people have played more, so we start at a higher level. Anyway, we're not here for me and my X-Rank stories. We're here for the Losers Final. The names I have completely forgotten to change. That's on me. We are watching... Alright, so Rose is our
Goofy
alpha team.
Arhat.
And we have 0 points on either side. I'll get you to carry the comms while I fix this, please.
Alright. So from Goofy Arhat we do see a pretty standard comp apart from the Octobrush. Inkjet is super strong on Mako mode. And from Rose we see another basic comps. They do have double missiles though, double suction bomb is very strong in tower control, bomb rush can stop the tower.
Alright, overlay's fixed.
Nice.
Like to see the vanilla slosher coming out here as well. That's something I feel like you don't get a lot of use from on Rose.
Yeah, on tower control it is a very strong pick compared to the soda. The soda's strong, but the vanilla slosher just has more usefulness really.
Makes sense. Alright, well we do have Rose reaching the first checkpoint here.
But the brush does sneak and get a kill on the answer. He gets 2 kills.
Amazing.
And Rose has gone 3 down.
Just like that, the Octobrush turns the tides. If you're not ready for the Octobrush to just slap you in the face, it will. This is where it has a bit more difficulty though. This high ground area, it's going to have a hard
Yes,
time
but he
getting
does
there.
have Inkjet, so...
True. And auto bombs. Alright, well that is going to be Goofy Arhat clearing the first checkpoint and rolling on through. They've taken the lead, they've got the Stingray pressuring the platform, and they're still getting picks. This is looking good.
Yes, this does look like a pretty strong push coming out. But they do get double missile, so it may be difficult to continue the push. Yep, and they've
Alright.
fallen 2 down.
Yeah, look, a good time to pull back, honestly. I think they've gotten a good early score. They might as well pull back, re-establish their control, gain their resources back, and get splats like they're doing now.
Yeah, definitely. The Stingray did pick off one person. He does see the splash behind tower.
Good point by Yayflower as well. All 3 teams remaining in the tournament do qualify for prize money now, 3rd prize, so they are currently fighting
Awesome.
it out for 2nd prize, and potentially 1st, depending on how they do in the grand final. So yeah, well done to these teams, as we are halfway through this game. It's best
Awesome.
of 3, so it's going to be very hot and fast.
And he did just see a lot of specials come out there from Rose. This could be a monster push, if they do get the picks.
Yeah, we know Rose like to get really up in the opponent's face, and an Octobrush is a good counter for that, especially when you've got a splatter shot assisting you there. From
Yes, and the
shots.
Sharking is super strong against the aggro playstyle that Rose has.
So on paper, it does look like Goofy R-Hats are going to have a significant tactical advantage here, based on playstyle alone. But as always, players and teams can adapt, and Rose have the opportunity, they have the time to figure out how their opponent is playing. And to
Yes, but
turn
Rose
it on.
has been playing with the same roster for such a long time.
That's true. They have their strategies, they know how they like to work.
Yes.
And to be fair for them, it is getting them across the line right now. We have 2 sets of Tenta missiles being traded out there. And with Rose going 3 down,
do go 3
Goofy
down.
R-Hats are going to be in control. That is essentially a wipe.
They do have a very strong lead here too. Getting past that 2nd checkpoint and making them is absolutely huge.
Yeah.
Such a painful spot to be in if you're stuck.
Honestly, all 3 checkpoints in this map are pretty tough.
Oh, they definitely are. There's so many protections you can have when shooting at the tower when it's on the checkpoint.
Yeah. We do have Goofy R-Hats going 2 down. The Stingray is going to slow their ascent slightly. But
Yes.
that tower is going to be cruising on past that 1st checkpoint and heading towards the 2nd.
Jet Squelcher does need to build another Stingray though, because that one looks pretty early to me, so he may not have it again if they do need it.
That's true. They're only half the way to the next one, and they are having to fight for their lives right now.
Yeah, I think Rose recognized that they did use it early, and they are being super aggro with their push here.
That being said, Stingray is ready to go.
He has it ready in time.
I mean, very
has to
well
use it,
played.
yeah.
It should come out here, but the missiles might be enough to waylay them. It
Oh,
does.
I think it's come out too late.
The Tenta missiles made them delay their deployment of the
Oh,
Stingray.
they do get the lead just barely.
Octobrush is there to clean up the pieces, but unfortunately with 21 seconds left, Goofy R-Hats are going to have to make the push of a lifetime to get this one across the board. Unfortunately for them, yeah, the Tenta missiles are going to make it so hard to push in overtime.
They do have 3 specials already. The income has already come out, and so is the Inkjet. They do have the Stingray.
Stingray is going to be hard to use aggressively during overtime, but they will try
Yes,
their
definitely. He's
absolute
brought it out
best.
already.
Oh, the Octobrush is down. You really needed that on your front line, unfortunately. And
Yes, the
Zap's
Enzap
taken
does
down as
push
well,
tower,
and
then
that's the
fall
wipe.
down.
It was a good attempt, but Rose are going to be able to take that first point and put themselves firmly in place to make it back to the grand final. This is make or break for Goofy R-Hats now. They haven't dropped a single game in the losers bracket so far, so this is probably a big hit to confidence for them.
Yeah, I
They've been
believe that
performing
one
well,
Stingray,
so yeah,
that one Stingray really cost them the match there.
it's unfortunate
he-
because at the time you can't know how that's going to pan out.
Yes, and the other team did have armor when he used it, so he could not get a pick either, which was crucial.
Yeah. Alright, well we're gonna see another randomized mode here. What do we roll? It's a 4, that's gonna be Clam Blitz. I'm amazed they don't homie out Clam Blitz. Like, they've homied out both Turf Wars. Why not Clam Blitz? Like, go all in at this point, goodness. We are gonna be seeing Clam Blitz between these 2 teams. We're about to find out what map it is. It's interesting, you never usually see the lobby host put themselves on the Bravo team. That's
Yeah, not unless it's Skipper Pavilion, because you do have an advantage if you are on the Bravo team there.
true. Maybe that's why they're doing it. Hang on. No, everyone was wearing the hat in that match, I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
he
we're
was,
okay.
he was talking about something else, I think.
Ah, gotcha. Alright, Clan Blitz on Piranha Pit. Toughy, for sure.
I honestly can't predict which jet they'll bring out here. I do think there will be a jet, but I just don't know which one. They are both super strong here.
Maybe the jet from Splatoon 1, the red one.
True.
Like that. Oh, I do miss it. I know that they just, like, shrank it and made 2 of them, but... it was such a cool weapon.
I played Splatoon 1 for the first time last year, and I like the dual squelcher.
Yeah. Range was so much more of a king back then because you had a lot less movement options. I was a Squiffer main in Splatoon 1 because it was so easy to land those one-shot hits.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, blasters are super strong because, like, you could just run QR and just... If you die, you'll just be back straight away anyway.
Yeah.
And the invincibility doesn't matter because you'll just die to them being invincible and come back and kill them in like 1 second.
Alright, well, we are moving through. Here we go. Clan Blitz Piranha Pit. This is
missiles on Piranha Pit are super strong.
Yes,
but
for
so
sure.
is Stingray, so I cannot predict which jet they would use.
There will be a jet on both sides, though. That we know for sure.
Yeah, surely. Or maybe Red Rum would be on the Bamboo, because Bamboo's also very strong in Piranha Pit.
It's true. It's a very scrappy map. Once the basket goes off, players are just running all around that basket. You'll be checking the high ground for the respawn, you'll be checking the low ground for players who are just trying to stay coy and keep that basket open with a couple of spare clams. It gets messy real quick. We hope Autospec can keep up.
Yep, we do have the custom jet from Goofy R-Hat.
And Red Rum on the Bamboo, as you said. So, going to be seeing a few closer range engagements here from Red Rum.
We do have the Beacon Brush coming out from Goofy R-Hat, so they will have missiles as well as beacons.
Alright.
Stingray already gets a pick.
And yeah, gets the assist there as well.
Yep, and they've gone 3 down already.
Amazing.
And the other guy jumps out. This is
play.
basically a wipe. They won't be able to get too big of a push here, but they certainly will get a few points.
Yeah, I mean, well done by Goofy R-Hat.
If they get the picks, this could be a massive push.
Booyah on that ledge as well. Doesn't quite land at anyone. They could have done it on the lower area to guarantee themselves a bit more space.
Yeah, and they've gone fully down.
I mean, 53 is pretty good. The wipe, pretty devastating.
Yeah, a wipe on this map is so sad to see, because if you get a wipe when pushing, you basically just KO every single time. They go 2 down again though. Rose does have pretty good control here.
Yeah, they are going to get the basket
They have a
open.
bunch of clams in mid too.
It's not enough. It is enough to get lead, so they will be having that. But I don't think we're going to see much more than that. Especially with the Stingray coming out now. Yeah, it's going to be hard for these players to push through. Especially with the Octobrush finishing off anyone who gets some chip damage there. It's 2 down on both sides. Basket still open. Amazing work there by Rose, keeping that one alive. Definitely should have closed a while ago, but they just weren't quite able to shut that one out.
Yes, but you can see that Goofy R-Hat has a pretty small penalty, only 1 power clan and 1 clan. But they do go 3 down again. This could be another push coming out here from Rose. They have a lot of clams. They have 29.
Oh, that's enough to get them the set. They just need to execute right now.
Stingray comes out. They don't have armor.
And there's no one really in position to stop this. Yeah.
One goes down, but the Ansap is still there. He could get the pick.
Actually, that's
they do save the clam and they score.
Incoming
comes out. This is going to look like a KO.
Yep.
Yep, they've taken set.
Goofy R-Hats just weren't quite able to get into position after fighting so hard through losers. They are going to be taking the L here, unfortunately. Yeah, I feel like they just didn't get the map modes they needed to really execute on their strengths. Which is just an unfortunate part of the format.
Yeah. And Brush on Piranha Pit, it's pretty miserable to play. So, such a long open map.
Yeah, so we didn't see it at all. Alright, well, with that out of the way, we are ready for our grand final. It is a rematch between Rose and Jackpot. It's going to be best of 7 with a bracket reset if needed. exciting stuff. I believe I'm right on that. Yeah. I'm just like, no one's leaving the lobby, so I'm just going to double check that that is indeed it. But yes. Alright. So we've seen Jackpot and Rose go head to head already. We know that this is going to be a tough matchup for Rose.
Yeah, Jackpot was pretty dominant the entire set against Rose, but Rose was still putting up a very good fight against them.
Yeah, but this is what happens when your NA champions rock up to the tournament, right? Like, it's going to be a tough battle no matter what. There have been upsets in the past, but they are far and few in between.
Yeah, and I do think Rose got third or second in that same tournament.
Wow, okay, so they're keen to take a bite out of them at this point. We will see how that pans out. Just waiting on the lobby, and we will be able to get underway with our grand final. So we've seen some pretty cool stuff in today's tournament. Some nice niche weapon picks coming out. Some very close matches, especially between Dance and Rose. That was a really wonderful set.
Oh, there was almost a reverse sweep. That was insane.
It was so cool. And yeah, obviously we've seen Jackpot doing Jackpot things.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a good tournament. We've got to give a shout out to the organizers and the mods. I think now's a good time to do it. So, obviously, shout out to Yay. You've seen them in chat. You've seen them in Discord. It's their birthday. Happy birthday. Thank you for putting on a tournament on your birthday. That is such a charitable thing to do. Yay is
absolutely
the fifth squid in this picture that you can see from left to right. They've got their dually squelchies there. Yeah, thank you so much for putting this on. This is so great. And also we've had quite a few mods that help keep things running smoothly. So as always, shout out to our CDS VDS mods as well. We love what you do. Thank you so much for keeping things stress-free as possible. Alright. Well, it is almost time for the rematch. We are just getting the lobby organized. I'm kind of out of things to vamp about. We even talked about Monkey Ball for like 5 minutes. Toby voted for Camp Triggerfish with my Splatoon Showdown extra vote. Love to see it. Unfortunately, worth nothing, but love to see it regardless. I'm gonna have to disable that now that Showdown's not running anymore.
No.
Well, I mean, I guess I could leave it there for people to waste points on, but it's not gonna do anything. Oh, I do have a fancy hydrate. I should do that now. Thank you very much for the fancy hydrate. And regular hydrate as well. That's right, this is what my streams used to be. I'm remembering now, it's coming back. Alright, thank you very much for that. Okay, lobby is up. We will have our grand final in 3 minutes or less. Now, the fact that they've homied out some modes means that because it's best of 7, if it's a sweep, we don't have to worry about what they do. But if it's not a sweep, what are they going to do in terms of modes?
I do think they'll just replay one of the modes again.
But that's...
because that's what they do in normal tournaments.
Oh, man.
Wait, it's best of 7, so you'll only have to play...
No, four and a sweep.
An extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because there's no turf wars, then there's only 4 modes, so if it's not a sweep...
I do think they'll just replay.
Yeah.
That's what they do in normal tournaments.
That makes sense. It makes sense.
But do you think they'll homie out the modes again after what happened last time?
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, me too. They all hate
yeah,
before.
While there's a lack of camaraderie between these teams now, I don't think that's enough for either of them to willingly accept playing Turf War when there is
yeah, me too.
100 US at stake.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, just so everyone in chat is aware, both of these teams have won 60 US for their team. Winning this grand final gets you an additional 40, and a Sendo badge and some art by the lovely Nael in chat. So we can see them there. Yeah. All that stuff. So yeah, they're currently sitting on $15 each. If they win this, they get an extra 10. That's a nice dinner. They can buy themselves a birthday dinner.
I can go get more food now.
Yeah. Oh, if anyone hasn't seen it as well, there is a cake for Ye's 23rd birthday, and it has the art that you're seeing on screen on the cake. Looks great.
What? I
Looks
haven't seen
tasty.
it.
Oh, so cool.
I gotta look at announcements.
You can see it on the Lobster Crossfire Twitter account.
I can see it's on announcements.
And on announcements too. If you're in the Discord or on the Twitter, you can see it. Hint, hint, audience. Get in on those things.
Yeah, you should really follow, by the way.
Yeah. Alright. I think we are... Yes, we are almost ready for our first round. Tower control on Manta Maria. I have to set the names back up. Goodness gracious. Keeps happening.
Stingray on Manta Maria Tower Control, super strong. Manta Maria is kind of a flat map, so Stingray can
Is it?
pretty much hit. It's pretty flat for Stingray. Stingray's pretty big. So you don't have to move it too much to hit people.
I'll take your word on that. I know it's a bit of a narrow map, but like...
Yeah, narrow, that's the one I was
There's a
looking for.
lot of height differentials, so I feel like you can usually climb a mast or climb a bunker if you need to get out of Stingray's path.
I do think we'll see K-Shot ends up from Rose here. Suction bombs.
That being said,
Super good for pressuring all areas
you
here.
make a very good point. It is tower control. If you're at spawn, you can just hit that tower location. I think you could probably even get full damage on it, so you don't have to clip through the wall.
I'm pretty sure you do.
Ah, dang. Oh well. Regardless.
Yeah, we do see a quick Stingray coming out from Jackpot. They're already building it. And they've jumped back to spawn.
Amazing. They could have probably
And
built
they
that
get
at
hits.
spawn, honestly. They didn't really need to
Yeah.
make that extension. Ooh, they're trying to get that pick, but they don't.
The
quite
armor
land
saved
it.
them.
That's, yeah. Very, very fortunate armor there. We have 2 down on Rose, 1 down on Jackpot. Neither team really focusing on the objective at the moment, although we have a lot of jump outs from Rose there, so that will be Jackpot's cue to start this off. 3
Yeah,
luck
more
from armor
missiles have
on
come
Red
out.
Run.
The Jet does have Stingray ready nearly again.
Amazing.
So if they don't use armor here, the Stingray can get some crucial picks on the next push. All right now.
Alright, Stingray is definitely applying pressure to that top area that you know you got to defend when you're playing tower control. That is such an easy access point to the tower. It's such good high ground because it's so high up. You've got to make sure you're applying pressure up to this platform.
Yeah, and Sharking there is also super strong.
Absolutely. We have Rose applying enough pressure to get themselves back into mid. The first checkpoint is cleared, however, which is going to be critical for Jackpot's next push. We have 2 going down.
They do go 2 down.
Yeah, Rose not looking in the best of positions. You have Ellis pushing forward though to make that happen. Their positioning's pretty good right now. Maybe
Yeah, the Jet
overextended.
isn't too close to Stingray too. This could be a massive push.
Yeah.
They could even get the next checkpoint if the Jet doesn't get Stingray in time.
The Jet is building Stingray as fast as they possibly can. You can see that number
Jet's
climbing.
pushed up.
Oh, and Jet goes down. That means Stingray is a long while away. That being said, Jackpot able to sneak onto the tower, flank Rose, and take them out of the equation. While they did take the lead, that's not a scary lead.
Yeah, it's not. You really have to get past the second checkpoint on Manta Maria to have a super good lead here.
100%. Ooh, Tenta Missiles come out. The armor is going to save them a little bit, but not enough. Legend goes down. We have 2 down on Jackpot. Red Rum in a good position here to apply some cover fire. They're fighting with the other Jet. They get the assist from the Slush, and they are looking good. Rose in a strong position to push forward here.
So then this do come out again. This is going to force them to move out of the position they were.
Yeah, which is a shame because it's a really good position for defending that checkpoint. No one's on the tower at the moment. Ellis is kind of dancing around it. No one's
It's
really in
they've pushed
position.
up. They've pushed up so far, and they've gone 3 down. The Jet does have Stingray though, and they go down.
That's a
Just
wipe. An amazing set of flanks there by Rose, and they've completely shut Jackpot down.
And they have missiles ready again on Rose. They use them, and they have armor too.
Third checkpoint cleared. They are reaching that KO area. There's a flank on behind, but it's not enough because Red
Not
Rum
close
climbs on
enough.
the tower as well. Rose are going to take the first point in this set. Alright. Jackpot's still sitting on that bracket reset, so they're not sweating yet. But Rose definitely showing that they have a chance in this competition as well. This could go either way.
Okay, but what were they wearing the hat?
Were they wearing the hat? I'd be very surprised if either of these teams forgot to wear the hat.
Yeah, me too. After what happened last time.
Exactly. Again, did forget to check at the top of the round. I've got to get better about that. We're going back to Anchovy. We've played here a lot today, but now we're playing clams. Ugh. I do not like clams anchovy.
Answer 52 Gal on Anchovy Clams is a good option. Leafy might bring it out here, but I'm not 100% sure. But it is a very good option. Splash Wall when pushing on the right side is super strong.
100%. And you're not pushing left side very often here, unless you have a significant player advantage.
Oh, I meant right side, sorry.
Right, yeah. I flipped it because I knew you were talking about right side. And I was... Because, like, why would you push left side without a player advantage? You just don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. We do have the
There is a
squeezer
squeezer
coming out.
though.
Absolutely.
Yep, Stork has the K52.
Alright, so both teams aware of this strategy. The Jet just farming that special. Look at that number climb.
Yeah, both Jets farming special at the start.
Ooh, looks like Jackpot gonna have it first. But they're probably gonna
They are
wait to
farming
use
armor
it.
early too for the missiles. But they don't use the missiles straight away.
Legend just holding this high ground here before coming into mid when it's safe. And the bomb rush is gonna hopefully buy them some positioning. Jackpot have quite a lot of clams already for this point in the match. Quite surprising if I'm honest.
And the squeezer does have bubbles. Could get a few picks on right if you do use them.
Bubbles could be a very sneaky way to get under the basket if our teams are desperate as well. They do go off in the middle of the map, however, no picks are earned and Jackpot player down. Armor doesn't keep them alive, they lose their power clam carrier, and just like that, Rose in a dominant position. Tentamissile, the last remaining player. They have the clams they need, they just need to pass them around and they will be able to score.
Yes, they do have a lot of clams.
Oh, we've got potential sharking opportunity here from Stick. Not quite going to go for it. Armor keeps Rose up and in it, but despite no picks going either way, Rose losing map control. I think that's probably just due to
And they've gone through down. Ellis is at the basket. He does score.
very quick
They don't have many
approach.
clams to follow it up though, but they may be able to get more in time.
Yeah, I mean, they have enough to keep it open as long as they can keep getting these picks while this happens. And also, if they can pick off all the players coming back from mid here, they might be able to get some clams for free.
Is the Jackpot gets them 2 down.
Yeah, that is going to call that one closed.
Both the long range weapons pushed in from left and got the last 2 players down.
Alright.
Now they may be able to hold plat here. They do have missiles.
100%. Ooh, Legend getting a good pick, but taken out by the Soda Slosher on the side. A quick
They've gone
bubble
down.
detonation
That bubble
will buy
protects
them
him.
some space. Oh, but the throw doesn't quite make the distance. No one's there to pick up the power clam, and that push is gonna stall. I do not think it is gonna make as much of an impact as they would have liked. Jackpot not able to execute on the strategy here. That is very unfortunate. They've got enough clams to make another power clam happen. They're probably going to look for a... Ooh, they've accidentally formed it, I think there. They were just trying to juggle. That's going to cost them a bit of their position advantage. Leafy just trying to keep things alive with the bubbles. Does manage to get a pick. 2 down on both sides. Missiles probably going to go down here as well. They do. That means only 1 player left to defend this push. Where are they? There they are. Bomb doesn't quite land the target. Leafy gets the dunk, and we have Jackpot on the board with 11 clams to boot. Power
Yeah,
clam
they do
goes
use
in.
armor too.
Amazing work there. They are going to be able to extend this one out quite a bit before they are pushed back here by the respawning players.
Oh, they do go 3 down though, so it's just the splash, and he goes down 3v1.
Ooh, that wipe is going to be costly. Map control going to go very heavily in favor of Rose here. In fact,
Yeah, and Stork's already pushed up to the top right side, and he gets the enter.
Yeah, Stork getting very aggressive with that. And it's working in their favor. They do have the power clams they need. They could honestly jump and dunk here if they needed to, but...
The end is also pretty close to armor.
Ooh, Booyah Bomb! Good catch as well. That power clam just hitting the basket. Almost a miss. The jump comes in.
Armor coming out.
Amazing play there. They're able to get so many clams into that basket.
They got so good clam spawn, so lucky.
Yeah, they've got 4 clams still to come in. It's going to keep that basket open. They could knock out here if Jackpot aren't careful. We do see the attempt. 1 clam, but not enough. Oh, we saw the rush from the Soda Slosher there. They had the clams to the knockout. They got desperate. And it cost them the... Well, they weren't going to get the knockout, but... cost them their special, cost them their positioning. With 40 seconds left, it's a big score requirement for Jackpot, but definitely not impossible. They've got 3 specials ready to go.
Specials.
Absolutely.
And they have a lot of clams. They still have the pity clam available too.
Oh my goodness, they could totally get this. They just need to get a good opening pick. They get one. Ooh, but the Soda Slosher takes out their power clam carrier. That's going to be costly. They don't have a lot of time here. They're going to need to pick that up or the pity quickly. I think they've lost their advantage.
That was a good decision from him.
It was. They've Jackpot have spent all their specials now. They don't have any remaining resources to really kick this off, so they're just going to have to do it through sheer splats and grit alone as we enter overtime here.
Listen, the Slosher gets 1 down. They do have missiles. Jared is pushed up on top right.
They are under quite a lot of fire. The splash walls are making it difficult for them to move forward. They do have 2 power
Jared
clams
does
and
get 1
down.
though.
3 down.
The 3 down is just the Jet. If they can score here, this looks like it may be a win.
Oh no, they're not able to get it in time. They have the 2 power clams and the player advantage, but they were not able to get it to the basket in time. I mean, great job to Rose there, stalling out as long as they possibly could. That's going to give them a 2nd point. Rose are back with a vengeance today. The splats, very even between the 2 teams, but just the opportunities being more effectively capitalized on by Rose. I mean, yeah, I feel like the strategy's there for both teams. It's just that Rose are maybe getting a bit luckier, maybe capitalizing a bit more. Oh, it's Anchovy again. I don't know if that's...
What are the odds?
It just keeps happening. I don't know if we're going to see a re-lobby here or not, but we are going to be playing Rainmaker as our next game mode.
I don't think it will be a replay unless someone says something.
Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't play this again. They've already banned half the map list anyway.
Yeah, true. Okay, Anchovy, Rainmaker. If you have Stingray here, then pushing on top right is just not an option. You'll just die every single time against the Stingray.
Alright. Well, we've seen this map a lot today. We know what it can do. Rose with a significant lead here to start things off. You do have the bracket reset potentially in play if Rose take out the set. Okay, we are going to get...
Yep, replay.
Alright, makes sense. We can't be repeating maps here. As much as we totally could be repeating maps here. Alright, there's the quick knockout. Fortunately, it was Rainmaker, so we're not going to see Anchovy again. Oh my god. The Sultan chat. The absolute Sultan chat. I can't believe that. You know... Oh my god. Oh. For anyone not in the Discord, we're seeing some real BM here from Jackpot. It's... Come on! What?
No, it's because they forgot to wear the hat.
Oh, it's because they didn't wear the hat? Okay, so it's not the map. Alright. Confusion averted. Jared forgot because Q was on. Oh, man. Forgot to wear the hat. The hat wearing has been strangely pivotal for Jackpot. So I thought they were BMing because they were replaying because the map was the same. They were just like,
Yeah,
oh,
me
we
too,
forgot the hat
first.
again.
I originally said they forgot the hat as a joke, but they actually
They
did.
actually did forget the hat. Amazing. Well, alright, we're back in it. Hats all accounted for.
Yeah, they do have a custom jet squelch, so pushing top left is just not an option for them. They'll get stingrayed every single time. They do go 3 down though, that's huge on Rainmaker.
Wow, that
The
is
stingray
huge.
does come out. Can he pick the 4th one? He does!
Man, Rose have just really got Jackpot's number here.
He gets 2 with stingray too. This is huge.
Yeah, that is huge.
If the Naught goes down here, the Naught goes
Oh,
down.
Rainmaker immediately
He does get
taken
the
out
Rainmaker.
though.
Stalk is pushing up really hard here.
I mean, Stalk is just trying to extend this push, but I don't think it's in
Charger
the
gets
cards
it.
at the moment. Charger is in position to shut it down. I think they're going to have to give up on this one and rebuild resources. It's so close to being an amazing push, but they're going to have to settle here. I think we're going to see the reset. Alright, it's good to see the Firefin coming out here again. We love to see that bomb rush on that platform to really just absolutely nuke any chance of defending.
But here comes the Stingray again. The Rainmaker does go down.
Devastating. Ooh, very dangerous play on the Inkjet there. That Rainmaker shield could have easily gotten the pick, and it does. Bros are just in a strong position here.
Yeah, definitely. The Slosher does get him though. Yeah, apart from the junior, Jackpot really doesn't have that much pain.
They really don't. It's definitely costing them right now. That Rainmaker is going to be able to potentially extend lead here, especially with some well-placed shots. They do get an extra few points. It's a pretty good position, honestly. It's going to be hard for Jackpot to top that, especially with how these splats have been panning out early game.
Yeah, and with the Stingray too.
100%. There's enough room on this map that the Stingray can be outmaneuvered. It's just very tricky. Alright, that's the Rainmaker reset again. Jackpot have 3 specials ready to go, so they can make a good push happen here. Especially if the Junior is going to be the one running the Rainmaker in the first place. Armor comes out, they are going to try and make a push. Stingray is going to quickly try to shut down Leafy. Doesn't manage to shut them out. Leafy's still winning their 1v1. Taken out by the Slosher on the side though, and that is going to kill their momentum.
Yeah, I don't think Jackpot can get a super good push unless they do get a bunch of picks.
Yeah,
And even with the picks, if the Stingray doesn't die, it'll still be really difficult.
It's definitely that Rose have a very good defensive loadout here. So the fact that they were able to get as many points as they were early on was really big for them.
Yeah, Leafy and Legends do need to start being super aggro here. They are the 2 aggressive weapons.
Absolutely. Alright, Rainmaker's been picked up by Jackpot. They're making an attempt here.
And the Jet
do-
is in spot. Stingray, he probably is it now. Yep,
Yeah.
he's brought it out.
Okay, here's some good evasion though. They're managing to dance it pretty well.
And they've got the lead by 1 point. And the
Amazing.
Bomb Rush comes out, they're going to extend their lead.
I don't think they're going to be able to. Jet is
No, they
really
won't.
covering that Rainmaker.
Unfortunately.
That is going to be a 1-point lead for Jackpot. I mean, huge. They realized that the Stingray would only be able to take them out by the point they'd taken lead. Or at least they were gambling on it, because 1 point doesn't seem like much of an assurance. But
It looks like they're going to try and go top right here.
What?
Stork does get the Nautilus.
Oh my goodness. Alright, they do have the Booyah Bomb to cover them as well. And we do have Kai very far forward here in positioning. They're in with a good chance to extend lead here. And if they can take out... They do... Oh my goodness, pushed off the map. That's a complete wipe. That's probably going to be a knockout. No! A bomb just catches them on the backside. Could still be a knockout. It is. What has happened? We go from...
pushing top right against Jackpot was certainly a good idea because they didn't have a Stinger or anything that could pick them off. That wasn't a Charger.
They were also very well set up to do it. We didn't see how far forward Kai was when that push started, but they were really in a good position. So that is going to be Rose. 3-0.
3-0, they could get the bracket reset here.
I mean, they could get the bracket reset with a sweep. Like, that's very unexpected considering that when they went up against each other in the winners final, it was completely the opposite story. Is it just the maps that we've been getting? Like, what's the go here?
I think in the winners final, Jackpot did have a bunch of the maps that favored long range. And Rose do not really play long range weapons.
That makes sense. Alright, in that case, Snapper Canal. Is this a map that favors long range play? On splat zones? Oh, I don't think so.
Not really. There's
No.
there's way too many like objects around.
Yeah, especially the one bang in the middle of the zone. Like,
Yeah,
that really makes it hard to take fights from long range.
Yeah, the only long range weapon here that would, like super long range backline here, that would make sense. Probably the Charger with Bomb Rush. Explosher, but no one plays Explosher anymore, so...
Yeah, alright then.
You could see the V-Jet because it's V-Jet missiles.
Yes, of course. And because the zone is so low, like low set, being able to get any kind of high mobility weapon is really going to help our players here, so this is probably going to be very scrappy.
Yeah, I'm expecting a Splash-O-Matic, K-Shot, and Zap.
Oh man, Neo Sploosh. Someone run Neo Sploosh. I love the Ultra Stamp a bit too much, I think. Alright, let's have a look at these comps. Pretty standard, what we were expecting.
Yep, very, very standard comps coming out here.
Alright, early zone's going to be very neutral to begin with, but turfing output seems to be a little bit higher for Jackpot at the moment. Yeah, it seems like they're winning the neutral turf game. However, we do have members of Rose going down as well, which is going to accelerate things. Oh my
and the
goodness!
Does go down to the BR bomb.
Red Rum getting a double pick in a 2v1 with a Jet Squelcher. That's incredible! You do not see that often. Ooh, not quite able to get the opponent Jet at the top. The high ground definitely proving to be an advantage for Jackpot. And they're going to take control right back, use those missiles as well. And they will use that to make an aggressive push in.
And they do have armor. They did force someone to drop on top right, but Slosh is still there. He goes down to Legend.
Yeah.
And Legend gets the ends up 2. They are 3 down. It's just a Jet Squelcher.
That's huge. Jackpot slated to get some significant points on the board here. I wouldn't be surprised to see some of the aggressive members of Jackpot really getting aggressive now, just sliding around those flanks to try and lock Rose out, because Rose can reach the zone from here.
Yeah, Stork has flanks left, and the other guy has been missiled in zone.
Alright, Rose taking temporary lead. Temporary control. That is going to apply a checkpoint, but they did it at the cost of their player count. So it will allow them time to respawn, but I don't think it's going to help them in the long run. Jackpot with significant map control right now. Yeah, we're going to see a lot of this. Legend dancing around the zone on the Neo Splash. They're going to be able to get a lot of very quick picks with that burst shot combo. So players are going to have to be very careful about approaching that.
It's the 2 down here, and Jackpot has pushed them back quite far.
Yep, we're seeing the special farming coming out from a few members of Jackpot so they can take these closing minutes. They do lose a player, so Rose are probably going to try and capitalize here. Missiles are going to make it hard, but that is all of Jackpot basically out of commission. Rose back in control, no knockout right
just
now.
Squelcher jumped out.
Yeah. I mean, it was a very good push from Jackpot. It's going to be hard for Rose to top. There's a lot of time for Jackpot to get back on their feet.
Yes, and Elsa is doing a great job staying alive. He even got the pick on Legend.
Alright, that scoreline is coming down at quite a dramatic speed. As I said before, Jackpot do have a slight turfing advantage. So,
Jackpot do have 3 specials ready now, and 2 of them have come out, and the bubbles might come out soon.
oh, a lovely pick there before the missiles
Yeah, and here
even
come the
were in
bubbles.
play. Bubbles don't get anyone, but they sure do force the opponent off the zone. That is going to be capped. That is a huge penalty. Applied to Rose. We've only got a minute 40 left. Leafy's getting nice and spooky with it. Look at this scrap play. They're just diving up and around this terrain, giving everyone a little bit of a taste, scaring them off, and then going for a different opponent. And that's the kind of chaotic play that's really helping Jackpot open up this right side of the map. Okay, we do have Rose back in control here, but the player advantage is on the favor of Jackpot, so I don't imagine that control will last for very long.
Yes, and Leafy's just been holding this 52 on the right side of the map for about 20 seconds now, and then Leafy finally goes down to sword.
Yeah.
There are 2 on left, and they do have armor. They will probably try to push in here.
It's a
They
big
do have a BR bomb
penalty to
available,
get
but he
through.
goes down to the bomb.
Oh, devastating stuff. That is going to be Rose back in control here. But I don't imagine that's going to hold for long either. Legend's going to just dunk themselves around here, choosing life over the zone, and I think that's probably for the best. They need a moment to regroup. They only need to really fend off this push one more time to secure it. Legend tries to get the sneaky shot from on high, but doesn't quite land it. Bomb rush is going to come out. That will be a captured zone, almost certainly. Yes, it is. Alright, and with that, they just need to fend for 20 seconds. This is looking pretty good for Jackpot. They've been looking for a way back into this set, and I think they found it.
Yeah, Zones is really their mode too.
Alright, 10 seconds left. One down on either side. Make
They've
that
gone
2
two
for
down.
Rose. It's looking like they're going to have a hard time pushing back in. Burst Bomb Rush, not enough to win them a fight. Does go neutral for a second, but that is not enough. Jackpot taking their first point of the set, showing that they will not let them get the bracket reset as easily as they would like. Oh boy, alright. This is getting tight right now. I mean, we saw such a good job by Red Run getting the 2v1 on the Jet. Like, that doesn't happen in melee range. Jets don't win 2v1s at melee range, but
Yeah,
we
that was
just
super
saw it
crucial.
happen. Especially like a vanilla Jet. You don't even have burst bombs. How what? Just a moment
exactly.
of brilliance. We'll just accept it as that and move on.
Yeah, and we could see a reverse sweep here with the caliber of Jackpot. It's definitely possible. It is Clan Blitz on Shellendorf. This is quite a difficult one. Missiles, Stingray, just basic specials. They're super good here. Especially on Roof.
Yeah, absolutely. This is, I mean, roof push is the safest way to get clams into the basket for sure.
Yeah, and you're either forced to run backwards or forwards into someone, or even drop off Roof if you're just being missiled or stingrayed.
Absolutely. And like, our teams are totally aware of this, right? Like, they know that roof is where
100%.
pressure needs to be applied. So we are going to be seeing a lot of those specials just being fired at the roof area just to keep people away from it. Really? Red Rum in chat being like, oh, we don't like this map. Can we do a different one? Oh my god. These players are so whiny. Like, I get they're really good at the game, but like, come on. if... Alright, I think we are going to see Shellendorf. I'm not seeing any response from Jackpot, so I think we are going to see Shellendorf. What does no mean? No doesn't answer the question. Oh, no as in no, we don't. Oh, whatever. Look, let's move on.
Yeah, I don't think you should be able to just say you don't like a map and not play it.
Yeah. Otherwise, you would have taken it out of the random selection, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I know it's the map mode that they don't like. Anyway, we're going to move on. This is still set point for Rose. If they can win this, it's a bracket reset. It's a level playing field. Jackpot need to take 3 games in a row to shut this one down early. We're in it for the long haul at this rate. We're seeing a minimum 3 more games of Splatoon. So let's see how they play it. We do have the vanilla Jets coming out again.
Red Jets are on roof.
Yeah, I mean, this is where they're going to be playing most of the map, right?
Yeah, definitely.
It's unfortunate that there are no major clam spawns up here, because if there were, they would be able to really just accelerate the game from up here. They're just going to be playing more of a defensive role, and then using those missiles to make those pushes happen.
Yeah, and the Jets being on roof is going to just shut down all the short-range shooters being on roof.
Which means they're going to have to get nice and sneaky in the underneath.
Yeah, the short-range shooters are mostly going to be playing objective, and the Jets just going to be supporting with specials and turf.
Love to see it. Alright, Legend goes for the picks early on, does manage to land one there. They've got 8 clams on their person. They have quite the clam advantage, so they should be able to get some good points here if they can get another pick or 2. Suction bomb's ready to go as well. Let's see how they land it.
Even a bomb rush is coming out on the left side. This
Armor
could be a
as well.
pretty decent push here.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking solid. Can they get the pick? Oh, but they lose a power clam underneath. 2v1 is going to shut that one down. What could have been an incredible push is instead stalled out by Rose. Leafy trying to just recover. And does
Leafy
gets the double. Yeah, that's not too shabby. They are able to recover the power clam, pass it off to a teammate. Teammates are going in, 2 power clams into the basket. Just like that. They are looking quite pretty. One coming from the roof, one coming from below with a very good pass.
Yes, unfortunately they can't get open here.
Yeah, that they had another power clam, but no one really to jump to. So that is going to stall out. But I mean, honestly, 40 points on this map, pretty good opener.
Yeah, Rose does have pretty good mid control here, but they do go 2 down, so Jackpot's going to get back mid control here. They even bring out the bomb
They
rush
have
to help.
30 clams ready to go as well. This is going to be so devastating if it lands. Autospec hiding some of the impertinent information, but the power clams do go in.
They do get 2 more power clams in.
And they've got so many more
This
clams
could be a
rolling
KO.
in. They only need 2 more, and there is one right under the basket. That goes in. They just need 1 single clam. Can they find it? They're losing players left and right, scrambling for a clam. They want this so bad. No clams available.
No.
1 point remaining. Ah, that's such a shame. You can see Jared on the top here, ready to go with the power clam, with the clams as well, but they weren't able to make the distance on the roof in time.
And the Nort was holding top right pretty well, but the Jet did respawn and take them out.
Alright, well with 1 point remaining, it's KO or bust for Rose here. And with a minute 30 left and no points on the board, this is looking pretty rough for them.
Yeah, the Nort is holding roof very well here. They do have armor, so they have the advantage to take him out.
Absolutely. Alice,
And they take him out.
yeah, trying to use that cover but not able to succeed. That's only 1 left. We might even see a knockout
And they've gone
here.
down again. 2 power
Yep,
clams
that's
and
it.
knocked
It's
down.
done.
Yep.
Alright, Jackpot coming back strong. Looking to reverse sweep this set and take it home without a bracket reset being used up. It's getting closer and closer. Toby with a little bit of BM in chat now as well. Alright, looks like we are going to Rainmaker for our next game. on Manta Maria.
Another repeat map.
Yeah. I guess we're gonna run it. We've been running repeat maps so far, so... Guess we'll do it. Only lost because of map mode. I mean, you know.
Yeah, but Rainmaker on Manta is actually quite different from tower control because you're rarely pushing on the left side like you have to on tower control.
Absolutely.
Most pushes are from the right, going through the sneak.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have anyone watching that sneak, it's such a good way to get a ton of points really quickly. It's just, yeah, if you get hit with any ink while you make that jump, you will not make it over, so... there is a bit of risk, but that's why it's called sneak, right? You gotta sneak your way there, otherwise it's just not gonna work.
Yes, and I do think there'll be 2 custom jets, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did run the vanilla one.
Alright. I mean, yeah, I could see the custom jet here as well. You got a very narrow map, as we mentioned before, so you'll be able to pick up some collateral while you're beaming down the Rainmaker.
Yep.
Alright, teams are locked and ready to go. Let's see what they do for Rainmaker Manta Maria. If Rose take it, we bracket reset. If Jackpot take it, we take it to a Game 7. And we love a good Game 7 here.
Yes, we do.
Alright.
We do see the vanilla jet from Red Rum.
Yep.
On both teams, actually. Okay.
Yeah, birthday hat coming out from both teams as well. Good to see. Armor zap as well. Makes sense, especially on this map.
Yeah, Jackpot goes for the quick pop. There's already missiles coming out.
Amazing. Oh my goodness, Jackpot going for the quick push as well.
They've already pushed up right.
The one defending
huge,
player.
This is huge.
Oh, and they're sneaking. Oh
down.
my
The
goodness.
jet is still there though. He gets the rain.
Ah, the last remaining player takes out the Rainmaker.
The splash is on top left. They could run ahead.
It's not gonna be enough.
Kill them.
Oh, the Soda Slosher just able to get that shape in. I mean, like, oh, and
he gets a triple.
Amazing. That was
oh my God.
A wonderful bomb placement. That was another 1 point remaining for Jackpot.
It's going to be super difficult for them to get it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, this is a hard map to knock out. But like, conceivably, we've seen how it can be done just now, and there's a whole 4 minutes to do it. So Rose have plenty of time to get their pieces all lined up.
Yeah, it's Rainmaker. Anything could happen. One wipe, you can just lose the whole game. But it is Manta, so the goal is really close to spawn.
Absolutely.
So one push is absolutely huge.
Alright, we do have 2 down on Jackpot at the moment. That Rainmaker taken out by a very well placed bomb, but
shockingly, he does take out.
Only 1 player left on Jackpot to defend. Toxic
miss.
Beautiful.
The miss is huge.
Beautiful. This is why I played Jet on Rainmaker. This is what I'm talking about. This is the stuff. Rainmaker so close to that basket, they weren't able to get on it because it was being
now
painted
they're 2
so
down.
much.
Jackpot's going to be able to get it out here. They're wiped. Yep.
That is devastating. They were at the basket, but they kept having the bit they wanted to jump onto get painted, so they weren't able to climb up and get the knockout.
Yeah, that miss was pretty clutch, too.
Yeah, well, 2 minutes in, and we've had 2 95-point pushes come through. I mean, what a start. You love to see it. Alright,
Not even halfway into the match and this has already happened. This is why I love Rainmaker.
So much. Best mode. Alright, we've got 2 down on Jackpot at the moment. Rose gonna take another shot at Sneak here, but there is someone ready to defend. They're taken out. Toxic Mist isn't quite in the right position, so that's not going to be much of an impact. They're just trying to get the picks here. They need basically a wipe to get onto that tower.
Yep, and Kai is on the left flank. He could get 2 picks here. There's 2 in front of him. I didn't see him.
Oh,
Rainmaker sadly goes down.
Yeah, a lovely wall climb there from Jackpot.
Stalk gets him though.
It's 2v2. I don't think you can make the push under 2v2.
Yeah, Red Rum's alone at the Rainmaker.
Respawn is too close for Jackpot.
There's a jump to him though.
Yeah, we do still have 2 up on Rose, so they can make something happen, but I think Respawn is just too close for Jackpot to make anything happen here. There's the reset. And we are back to mid again. I mean, a very good effort by Rose to get it that far, but They really need the wipe if they're gonna get all the way there. Alright, Rose trying again. They're able to sneak around the side. One player down on both sides. Oh, Rainmaker trying to keep itself up, but the suction bomb was going to get them. There was nothing they could do. We're probably going to see another reset here, just because, like, why try for a push at this point? Okay, they're going to timeout reset. They're going to...
someone's rushing the Rainmaker though. They go down there.
Yeah, no.
Jackpot's definitely going to get back in here if they need to. Oh, the Jet gets a pick though.
Jet doing well. Able to apply pressure to that Rainmaker as well. Love seeing that Object Shredder in action.
They go 2 down.
And yeah, we've got all of Jackpot jumping into bunker here. This is looking pretty closed and shut. Which means game 7. Love to see it. Alright, we've got a lot of turf here now for Jackpot as well, so even if Rose do get some picks, it's going to be slow travel for them.
The Jackpot is holding mid very well. They do bring out armor just to keep that.
Burst Bomb Rush doing its best, but it's under fire from missiles, so they're not really able to get aggressive with it. 20 seconds left, 1 down on either side, and make that 2 for Rose. They're going to have to try something here. They're dancing around that Rainmaker. Careful not to accidentally pick it up. I wouldn't be surprised to see Jackpot just pick it up and take it with him now.
Yeah, Legend did a good job distracting Alistair so he couldn't pick the Rainmaker up in time.
Yeah, very well done. Alright, with that...
Game 7.
Game 7. We go to 3-3 on the scoreboard. You love to see a Game 7.
You could see the reverse sweep too.
That's absolutely true. This is reverse sweep priming. We are ready for the reverse sweep. I don't know. I guess the maps have just been more in favor of Jackpot's compositions now. Like, Rose are still putting up a huge fight. They got to 5 remaining on that one. Like, they were so close to making that happen. Alright, it looks like we are going to be playing on Splat Zones. I didn't even
Maria
see
again.
the roll. Did they just pick that?
I think so.
There should have been 2 maps available. That's weird, but okay. Look, I'm not going to question it at this point. These players seem to know what they're doing. We're not playing the same map again. Redron really doesn't want to play Manta. Let's see what Jackpot think about that. Think back to the homie point from earlier, and we'll see how this pans out. I mean, it's not like Rose can't play this mode, right?
I said never mind.
Okay.
I guess we'll play.
Yeah. Rose can play this map. We just saw them do an exceptional job at Rainmaker. They were so close to getting that knockout. But yeah, no roll for the mode. That is a little sus, because there should have been 2 modes available. This is game 7. If you reset at 4, you should have had tower control available as an option, which we know Rose are strong at. Either way, controversy aside, this is a birthday celebration. We're gonna have a good time, gosh darn it.
Yes, exactly. That's the attitude I'd like to hear.
Yeah! Alright, we've got some last-ditch effort coming out from Jackpot here, as well as Rose. Both teams running 2 lots of last-ditch.
Yeah, Last Stitch is probably the most popular ability for zones.
Interesting enough. We have Stork jumping up underneath the bunker netting, getting a nice pick before going down themselves. We have 2 down on both sides here, and Rose in control. That's what you like to see. A trade's fine as long as you're the one in control.
It looks like they're going to try and get missiles to push back in here. Both K-Shot and Jet are building their missiles. The K-Shot's super close. Forces the Sausage to jump back.
They don't jump back very far, just enough to avoid the missiles, which is a very tactical play.
They are using all their specials to get back mid and the zones here.
They have secured it for now. And they've got ink armor ready to go as well if the opponent tries something here. So I think Jackpot are in a good position to take the lead.
Yeah, it looks like Leafy's really wanting to hold Bunker here. The Suction Bomb Rush and the Burst Bomb Rush does come out, so it will be difficult to stay alive here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, not only did they stay alive, they didn't lose control there. And part of that definitely being due to the fact this is a 2-zone map. It is a lot harder to get that control. They're so close to lead. It's 1 point. There we go. Now it's done. Jackpot taking the lead.
Yeah, the missiles
there.
have forced them all onto the left side. Can they take advantage of this?
Yeah. And now also Jackpot can purely
There is a
focus
flank,
on
though.
splats as well. Now that they've taken
Oh, the
that
flank
lead.
goes down.
2 left on Jackpot, but they're in good positions. A very risky jump coming in there from Rose, but manages to keep them
That was a
up and
huge
in it.
pick from Leafy. He can get the other. This can be a huge push if Leafy gets this other pick. He goes down sadly.
Oh, Kai doing a wall
gets
jump! Amazing work. They're going to go into backup the fight against Leafy. Doesn't quite pan out. Map's pretty neutral at the moment. We've got Red Rum just applying pressure to one zone. I mean, turf advantage is still definitely slightly in favor of Jackpot. So Rose are going to have to get a little bit aggressive to make this one happen.
Yeah, with these very similar comps, Turf just changes constantly between teams.
Absolutely. I do love as well that because there are so many narrow escape lines on this map, if someone's running away from missiles, you're quite likely to run into a teammate's missile fire without some very good coordination. So,
Yes, exactly.
gotta be super careful on this one. 35 points remaining. Jackpot looking to take out the championship right
But Jared
now, right
does
now.
get the pick. They do have missiles and armor ready. They will have to use them shortly.
Yep, we have
Yep,
armor
missiles
ready
comes
for
out.
Rose. They could make their way back in here. Ooh, but taken out
He
just
gets the ends
before.
out.
That's so huge. I mean, we're going to see neutral for a bit, but it looks like Jackpot might be able to hold here.
The Jet is paying the right zone and pressuring the other Jet squad.
Okay, that is going to be a capture. We're not
Rose
going to
gets the
see a KO today. But
All the players are clustered up together on Jackpot and the missiles does come out.
Ooh, that's big. That's big. Toxic Mist on a lovely position as well. Red Rum doing a great job supporting from the back line here. Tenta missiles means they are going to have to back out. Second set really going to scatter their team. This is Jackpot's chance to end it. Missiles fly out again. Alright. 1 minute left. Jackpot
Yeah,
in
Jackpot
control.
are really wanting to hold Bunker here.
Yeah, 100%. If they can hold that, Rose won't have the chance at getting back into the game. Got neutral at the moment. We're definitely not going to be seeing a knockout at this point. It's just going to come down to whether Rose can hold in the overtime. They're 2 down. It's looking pretty dangerous for
Rose
them.
goes 3 down. The Splash does have Suction Bomb Rush, but he's in perfect position to wait for his team to come back in.
Yeah, Jackpot reapplying that penalty.
Jared is sharking their street. He's probably looking for a pick.
I mean, 1 pick here will do it.
He
And they
does
get
get
the
one.
jet. That's huge. That is absolutely
That's
going to
huge, no
secure them the
missiles.
game. Armor's going to come out as
And
well.
he does have armor ready. This is huge.
Yeah, 15 seconds left. I think this one is done and dusted. One last attempt with the burst bomb rush and the armor coming out here from Rose. They might be able to get capped for a
Oh, they
second,
do get the cap.
but I don't think they're going to be able to hold an overtime push, especially with the burst rush from the other
Jackpot's
team.
got the reverse sweep.
Amazing. An amazing result from Jackpot. This is why they're on top. They can pull out a reverse sweep just if they need it. Very well played.
Yeah, amazing job from both teams here.
Absolutely, and neither team going home empty-handed. Of course, we have 60 USD going to Rose and 100 USD going to Jackpot. Jackpot getting some bonus art as well. They can add that to their pile of team art that they've acquired over the years. I mean, very well played. Chat's a bit sad that Jackpot won again, but like, I mean, they earned it. It was a very, very good game. It was very close. And at the end of the day, we all had fun. And that's what we're here for. One last time, a huge happy birthday to Ye. Thank you for running a tournament on your birthday. Thank you for giving us a present on your birthday. It's kind of weird that it's that way, but that's how it is. Any closing thoughts from you, Toby?
This tournament was awesome. It was my first time commentating, and I think I didn't do half bad.
I would
And it
say
was really
you
awesome
did
to watch these
excellent.
games.
Your
And
your
happy
game
birthday
knowledge
to
is
Ye.
second to none, so well done.
Thank you.
Alright, well, you heard the man. Happy birthday to Ye. We're heading off. All of you have a great evening, day, whatever time it is in your time zone. And as always, stay fresh. Goodbye!
Bye.